welcome to the Master of Unlocking podcast. We are in a quarantine corona COVID zone with multiple brownies and cookies. I don't know what this cookie with frosting in the middle is.
It was the last cookie available at the gas station.
I have half a roll of toilet paper left, so we should be set for a while, I think.
All right. We're good to go, especially after eating that. I'm going to be clogged up for this 14-day quarantine.
Someone get Logan a brick of Velveeta stat.
I know. So
And a bidet.
And a bidet. Yeah, that's where it's at. You know what though? I've quit using toilet paper for the most part. Not in a disgusting
using
way.
your hand?
No, you just going all natural. You just go full hand and then just wash them very well after you're done.
Where are you going with this?
No,
the best segue of all time. So, by the way, I stopped using toilet paper.
I know. I've been hitting those one wipe Charlies.
For your poo?
For my poo.
Are they flushable?
Yeah, they're flushable.
They are.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, they say they're flushable. I haven't had an issue yet. But I got to tell you, feeling fresh, feeling clean.
Good for you.
We'll move on, please.
No, this is important stuff. They're not one wipe Charlies because they're not a sponsor. Anywho, we are here today not to talk about the games we are currently playing because barely anything's out.
We're switching formats.
We are.
And we are becoming an exclusive sports podcast.
Right. So we're going to cover all the sports of today. Yep. So
hi, I'm Dick Sports. Can I be Dick Sports?
Yes, sure, you be Dick Sports.
Thank you, Richard Cox.
Okay. God. So yeah, the NHL today. The Flyers beat the.
They're done too.
That's right. Oh yeah, there is.
Too.
Yeah.
ML. No, they're done too.
Yeah,
MLB, spring training. No,
that's done.
XFL. No.
Oh, actually, is XFL still going?
No, they canceled it.
No,
rest of the season of XFL is canceled.
I did a DraftKings league for cockfighting today.
I was going to say, what is DraftKings doing?
And I literally mean two penises fighting each other.
What's going to be on ESPN for the next couple of weeks?
Nothing.
Hi, I'm Dick Sports.
Hey, do you think they would maybe air that Bulls documentary early? If it's done?
Ooh, maybe.
Ooh.
You stop it. That's dirty talk.
That is dirty talk.
You stop it. Talk about taking work off. I'm taking work off for that.
Yeah, that is.
I don't care when it airs. I'm just not coming to work for 10 straight days or however many parts it is.
I think it's 10 parts.
Sorry, Bullstock. Out. Bullstock.
Yeah, just sorry. That's it's like, what time is it on? 7 o'clock at night. I don't care.
All day preparing.
It's just
that's what Dick Sports does.
Anywho, what are we here for? We're since there's really nothing new out or anything else. Ori's out. I guess that's about the only thing new.
Will of the Wisps.
Will of the Wisp. I played about 30 minutes of it. It's good.
That's not what we're doing here.
No, but that's not what we're doing. We are going back in time. We're hopping in the DeLorean. And we're gonna go back in time. Marty. Sorry,
I would say I'm going home, but I'm already home.
Oh boy!
You just make Caleb believe his apartment. Congratulations,
yeah, Caleb's done. So we are going to do Game of the Generation.
What generation, Logan? This is Dick Sports.
This is going to be the Xbox 360, PS3.
Are there sports games, Logan?
There are.
There are.
Yeah, there are.
Wow.
Yeah.
On your list? Tell me about your list, Logan.
Well, we're going to get to that.
If we were doing PS2 era, then maybe like 2K5. Was it 2K5? The one with Terrell Owens?
NFL 2K5? Yeah.
Was that 5? Oh, yeah, the $20 one. Wasn't that the $20 one?
Which, by the way, did you see next year, license is coming back.
Oh, is it really?
NFL 2K is going to be back next year.
Man, that Madden deal was forever.
Yeah.
Wow.
15 years.
I have no sports games on my list. So.
I thought about it. I was real close to having NBA 2K12 on my list.
Was that the Jordan one?
That was the Jordan one. Which is a real good game.
Yeah.
I played that one a lot too.
But no, we are going to, we guess we should talk about how we're looking at this. So for Nintendo, we did classify that the Wii and the Wii U would fall into this category since, what else are you going to do with them? Since they kind of fall in that half generation world anyway.
I feel like I'm probably the only one that had a chance of putting either of those on my list.
You are correct,
and I did not. So
okay, so they were eligible, but you didn't make the cut. I'm sorry. I bet there'll be a Switch game that makes the cut next generation though. So
Super
hey,
Mario Galaxy 2, very close.
Was it close? It was close. All right, that's good to know. PC games of that era were also. So I guess if you're looking at a timeline, it would be 2005 to 2013.
I do have some PC games.
Yeah, right. Then that's eligible too. So you're looking at a date range of around there. We do have a couple ineligibilities. I guess really just one is that if it is a HD remaster of a PS2 Xbox game, not eligible.
Sorry, Bully.
Yeah, that was one that Bully was one that I was like, yeah, sorry. And the multiple Shadow of the Colossus reboots. Ico. Yeah, sorry, you didn't make the cut on that one. But I think that's it, right? We didn't really have any other exclusions, right? Nope, that was it.
Nope. Unless it came out alongside
so
Xbox One, PS4 generation.
Right.
game.
So if it was like a Destiny,
Persona 5.
Well, yeah, technically that is one that came out.
Watch Dogs,
Shadow
of Mordor.
Yeah. Lots of examples of those.
Right. So there are some examples of those. Yes. So yeah, if it came out also on the other system, it falls into
at the same time.
If it was
later remastered or whatever, it's
right? Yeah, it falls into that next generation of things. So what we are going to do, we have each made a list of top 25. We are going to rattle off, go round robin style, hit on those 25.
So one more time, these are the 25 best games in our opinion. Favorite, yes.
Favorite.
You're right. Yeah, that's a good point, Caleb.
It's a good way to put it.
Yeah. Of the 360 PS3 generation, Wii U.
And also that time in PC games.
And yeah, right.
So basically the best games are 2005 to 2013.
Something like that, yeah. Roughly that timeline.
All right, who's got Wii Sports? Dick Sports wants Wii Sports.
So I think if we do this in kind of in no particular order, is kind of the way I don't want, everybody to be like, yep, my top one first. Like,
well, mine are in alphabetical order.
I put mine in alphabetical order too.
Are yours that way, Jason?
No, fuck no.
Here, I will sort them for you real quick, trying not to look at them.
Okay.
Because you don't have a computer in front of you to do that easily.
Yeah, whoops.
That's all right.
Whoops-a-doozle.
Yeah, you forgot your computer today. You failed.
Okay. There. Now yours are in alphabetical order, so you can...
Fantastic.
Well, kind of, because you abbreviated some of them, so close enough.
All right.
You have that. Sorry.
So, yeah, Caleb, do you want to start us off, or do you?
You want me to read all 25?
No, I think we just go one at a time.
One at a time.
So we'll each go around one at a time, and
well, my first one.
Oh, wait. Okay, hold on. We should do this because you asked me last night. Since we are going to have duplicates on this list, I think so if you say a game. So just for example, you said Bully earlier. So if you said Bully, like we would also kind of be like, it's on mine too. Like we would acknowledge that it's on our list too.
And then just not read that one when it comes around to us.
When it comes around to us, we would not.
Are we deleting it from the sheet? One of them?
Yeah, we probably should.
When that happens?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that should happen.
And that'll make it easier.
Good idea, Dick Sports. Yeah.
Good job, Dick.
Thank you.
Yeah, so this way we will essentially
it's my favorite American novel. Good job, Dick.
But so Caleb asked me last night, he said, so how many games do you think are ultimately going to be on there after we have duplicates? My answer was the Magic 41. How many do you think will be on there after?
I think he's way low.
You think I'm way low. Yeah. What do you think of how many games will actually be on there after we've at least...
Theoretically, it could be 25 to 75.
Yes, it's any number in between there. So duplicates, once you've started to do those duplicates, I'm essentially saying that there's only going to be 16 more that are not on my list.
Dick Sports doesn't gamble usually. 57.
I was literally going to say 57.
Were you really?
Okay, I'll go.
I picked it because it was the opposite of 75. That's the other reason.
I'll go 60.
Wow.
60. Yeah. We'll see how this goes.
All right. Captain
as he gets out
Pure-All.
the hand sanitizer.
Some sanitizer.
Yes, absolutely. I want some. I will never say no to hand sanitizer from now on.
It's gonna take you to Hawaii, Caleb. Let me take you to Hawaii with
this
that
is
sanitizer.
nice.
Yeah, you're welcome. Logan, Bath and Body sanitizer.
I will. No.
Oh, after
Did you guys see the
Okay.
the
The last little bit?
New York guy? It was it the governor or the mayor of New York City? I don't remember now. But he was like he unveiled New York's line of hand sanitizer.
Did you really?
What?
That's kind of
So
amazing.
they're making their own hand sanitizer because there's not enough to go around. So they started producing it. The state of New York is producing hand sanitizer.
Sure, why not?
And he puts some on and he's like smelling his hands and he goes, "Oh, it has like a nice floral bouquet to it." And he names off like 3 or 4 flowers. And then later on in the press conference, he's like, "I just want to clarify when I said the floral bouquet, that was a joke. It doesn't actually smell like flowers."
Oh, jeez. Oh, man.
Okay.
Goodness gracious.
Our government, ladies and gentlemen.
Dick Sports moves to Canada.
So anyway, should I start? I'm going to start with one that I'm pretty sure is probably going to be on both of your lists as well.
Okay.
That game is Africa. No, not on your list.
You're
No?
such a penis.
Did you just bullshit this whole list?
No,
Africa?
Africa is incredible. I love Africa.
almost choked on the It's the way he used bullshit. Did you bullshit this? No, that's like
I'm mad
a
at
porn. Like it's a porno. Like no one uses bullshit like that.
I don't know.
Dick Sports calls a foul on Logan.
No.
Poor swearing.
Sorry. I didn't even introduce us today. I don't even care.
It's fine. We're good.
All right, we're good. All right. So Caleb calls Africa. I say I miss the rains. I'm gonna go.
We're never gonna.
We're never gonna.
We
finish
either
this.
stop now or we go all night.
We're going all night.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is it. We got nothing else better to do. We're in quarantine. I'm gonna go Assassin's Creed 2.
That's on my list. What do we do now?
We're fine. You're just acknowledging it. That's on your list. And so when it comes your turn, now if it's like your first one on your list, so just skip it and then go to the next one on your list.
Oh, okay.
Or you could delete it so you remember that you're not supposed to say it. I would just delete it off the list, off of your list.
Okay.
Yeah, because Caleb's got another list going. So did you add Assassin's Creed?
Oh,
to
you have
the-
another list going. Caleb?
No, it's the same one, but mine are just below yours, so it's fine.
Oh, okay.
I'm on the
you'll just
top.
have
So
to add-
when we merge yours in, that'll be on there.
Okay.
So
But I abbreviated.
Do whatever then. It's
Okay,
fine. It doesn't matter.
Arkham Asylum.
that is
On
also
my list.
on my list as well. That was first one is on all 3 lists.
Yeah.
All right, so I will delete that, and Logan will delete that.
And I'll
you
keep
keep it
it.
on. Yep.
Okay. All right. Now we're back to Caleb.
Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag.
Not on my list.
Not on my
Ooh,
list.
okay. All right.
Sorry. It's back to me again. Batman Arkham City.
Yep, on mine too.
Not on my list.
Jason.
BioShock.
You said it like there was going to be a follow-up.
You did. That's what I was like. I was like, oh, BioShock. What?
Did you screw up your list? He's looking at his list now
Just
like,
double
oh
check.
no, what did I do?
No, BioShock's on.
BioShock.
Okay,
Yeah,
Okay,
that's also
on my list.
BioShock.
Yes.
Asura's Wrath.
Who's keeping BioShock? Am I keeping BioShock?
You're keeping BioShock.
You're keeping
if you say it, you
BioShock.
keep it.
Okay.
Asura's Wrath is mine. My next one. I know it's not on either of yours.
No, not at all. What is going on with my list? Something is massive. I got to like refresh my whole page. Like my spreadsheet is just all out of whack here. All right, there we go. Okay. All right. Excuse me while I fix my thing. I would like to nominate BioShock Infinite.
Also on my list.
Not on my list.
Whoa.
How about that for controversy?
So, are you deleting that? Or
No, I'm keeping it because I
if you
nominated it.
yeah, if you say
nominate
it, you keep it.
Oh,
Yep.
okay. All right. But then
So
I
you-
didn't nominate it, so I cull it from mine.
So
Yes.
yeah, so you pull it from your lists because you
Okay.
didn't get to say it.
Okay.
Okay.
Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare.
It's a good pick. Not on my list.
Not on my
but a
list.
good pick.
Yeah, also a decent pick.
Yep.
Okay, I'll keep that.
Borderlands 2. Guessing that's not on your guys'
Not
list.
on my list. Crackdown.
Crackdown?
Yep, on my list.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
First
Wow.
Crackdown. No, I notice I didn't
First
say Crackdown 2 or 3.
No, Crackdown.
Yes, Crackdown.
Crackdown.
Okay.
Crackdown.
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 Ooh, okay.
Sorry, forgive me. Did we already do AC2?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, and so am I deleting that from my list because
Yes,
it wasn't my
'cause it's on
nomination?
mine,
Okay,
yeah.
I'm following better now. Forgive me.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. Green penis. Delete you motherfather. Okay. Now it is my time to nominate Dead Space 2
On my list.
on your list, not on Caleb's.
Not on my list.
Oh, you African son of a gun.
I know, it's the Africa. Every time.
The next one on my list, Logan, you're going to love this.
Oh, okay.
Catherine.
No,
Is
see,
it
the
not
thing
on
is,
yours?
It's not on my list.
You like Catherine?
I liked Catherine. I still have nightmares about Catherine sometimes. About the puzzle.
Moving those pieces.
Yeah, moving those pieces around. I got to tell you.
Yeah.
On my list, I would like to say Dead Rising.
Dead Rising 1?
Dead Rising 1.
It's a good nomination.
Not on my list.
Not on mine either, but it's
Yeah,
I like
can
Dead
respect
Rising.
it.
Yes. Shocker. A good game. We all agree on. My turn. Gears of War 1.
On my list.
Gears of War 1 on your list.
Not,
Okay.
Not on my list.
All right.
My next one is Dark Souls, which I'm sure is not on either of your lists.
Afraid it's not.
Not on
Demon
my
Souls,
list.
close miss for me. No.
Demon Souls is great too. So
I guess I have to do this in weird order. Dead Space 1.
Oh yeah, that one is on my list.
It's on your list? Oh, fuck. Don't make me. Okay, sorry. I'm ahead of myself. Forgive me.
I know, right?
I went a few rounds ahead there. Sorry. My turn. GTA 4.
On my list.
Yours,
It
Caleb?
is not. GTA 4 did not make my list.
Whoa.
God, go back to wherever Nico's from, you bastard.
Roman.
Ramen, you fat fuck.
Brucey.
Oh, so GTA 4.
If we were doing a top 30, that would be
Okay,
that
alright,
would be
fine.
in the
Okay,
25,
I actually
30, yeah.
put like a few things that didn't make my list at the end, but okay. Are we at Caleb now?
Oh yeah, sorry. Dead Rising 2 off the record.
Just off the record?
Off the record, the spin-off one.
So not
The
two,
not
off the
two,
record.
but off the record. The one where you actually play as Frank, and there's co-op. And
Okay.
there's like a
There's
separate
co-op in the regular
Yeah,
one.
there is, but there's also a sandbox mode in off the record.
Oh.
It's really, really, really
Yeah,
good.
I don't think I played off the record, but I did play 2, Vanilla 2. Okay,
Yeah, we
Logan?
played Vanilla too. Sorry. Grand Theft Auto 5.
On my list.
Yeah,
All right.
not on my list.
Good to see we've got sane thinking people here.
Yeah.
So I delete that one, but I nominated 4, so I keep 4.
Yep.
It's also interesting. You guys are way further ahead on the alphabet than me.
I accidentally skipped over one.
Oh, okay.
I'll have to go back
Halo 3.
on my list.
Okay.
It's not on.
I assume
I know.
it's not on your
Yes,
list.
understood. Yes. I got you, Caleb.
Deadly Premonition.
Not on my list. Man, I'm going to be off on this 41 thing
That's
pretty
what
bad.
I was. That's why I was thinking we were high, because my list is going to be completely different from your guys'.
See, we didn't hang out in that generation,
Yeah.
really,
Yeah.
so I don't know.
I did play Deadly Premonition at the time.
And you hated it probably.
I
'Cause-
really struggled. Sorry.
Mhm. No, it's understandable.
I have this is where I missed my alphabet. I have Gears of War 2 on my list.
No, I do not have that one.
Yeah.
Nor do I.
Okay. I struggled actually putting 1 on my list. I probably should have taken it off.
Yeah,
in retrospect.
yeah, we'll talk about those
I know.
games.
Yeah.
My turn. Heavy Rain.
Oh yeah, it's on my list.
Okay, I'll keep it on mine. You delete it from yours.
Okay.
Did you guys make the same list, or
It's close. I'm sure it's that's when
We're playing a lot of the
Yeah,
same
yeah,
games.
yeah.
As when you were like that, I said, I bet Jason and I are going to have a lot of similar games from that era.
my next one was. This is number 25. Fallout 3.
I respect that. I
Yeah.
played Fallout 3.
No.
I played Fallout
That
3.
would if I had to cut one more, that would have been it.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. Man, that's sad. GTA 4 didn't make the list over that, but I don't know. I didn't play any of those games. So I
Fallout
can't talk.
3 is good.
I didn't play it.
It was also like a nice, like, oh shit, this is a thing, and it was new, and
Yep.
yeah.
It did stuff that I'd never seen before.
Yep.
And, yep.
The what's the black and white where you go into that? Is that a Like you go
when
to
you go to like the old village or whatever, and you have to like, that part's really cool.
Yeah, it's like Pleasantville. It's like a
Yeah.
weird twisted take on
Yeah.
Pleasantville. Pretty effed up.
Yep.
Yeah, and I hadn't seen anything like that before.
You know, I think someone showed me that. They were like, "You got to see this part."
It might have been me.
It might. Yeah, it probably was.
It was-
Actually.
Messed up.
But anyway, we'll talk about the games.
Yeah. Sorry. Halo Reach.
Not on my list.
Not on my list.
I figured it wasn't, but I like that game a lot.
I like Reach.
If there was a Halo on my list, that would be it.
Reach would be not ODST.
Well, I didn't really like ODST.
Yeah, I don't
You
know
don't
why.
play as a-
I thought it was different enough that you might like it.
You don't play as a Spartan, which
No.
That's kind of the whole thing about Halo.
Play as an orbital drop shock trooper.
Right. Yeah.
Infamous 2.
Oh.
Good pick. Very good pick.
Not on your
No.
son of a gun.
It's not on my list
Okay,
either.
all right.
No, but you will be hearing something similar in a minute.
Oh, jeez.
God.
Wow. We're
Okay.
just swapping on sequels and originals.
My next one is Far Cry 3.
Oh
It's
yeah.
not on my list. Real good. Not on my list.
Well, you know what next one on my list is Infamous 1.
Very good.
Yeah.
I can get behind both of those. I just didn't put them on mine.
Left 4 Dead.
On my list.
All right.
I am very surprised that is the next game on your list based on alphabetical order. Let's put it that way.
Oh, actually, I do have I did an alphabet swap. Well, actually,
Okay, no, it's fine. We'll
the
come back.
numerical
there.
the numerical abbreviation hopefully
Okay.
has you off.
I don't
Well,
think so.
Oh, okay.
my next. I'm surprised this one's not on your list, Jason. My next one, Hotline Miami.
Yeah, I really do like Hotline Miami, but tough choices.
Yeah,
This is a hard fucking list to make.
it's very hard.
Yeah,
Yeah. Next one on my list that I thought would be on yours is LA Noire.
it is.
Okay. All right.
It was the digit.
Oh, the digit.
I have L4D.
Oh, okay.
So I'm glad that we were. Yeah,
I was like,
you had me freaking out for a second
I was
there.
really worried. I was like, what?
How good is the fucking soundtrack for LA Noire? So good. Yeah, so you keep it.
Okay.
I'll delete it.
All right.
I think so. It sounds like somebody tried to just.
My
Jump on the
neighbors
door.
slam doors constantly.
Okay. Next game on the list for me. Delete you bad. Limbo. Limbo, anyone? Limbo?
that's-
Limbo?
yeah, that's
Limbo?
solid pick.
Limbo?
Yeah.
Limbo? Limbo?
It's not on
Didn't
my
make my
list.
list,
Limbo?
but yeah,
Limbo?
it was good.
Dick Sports is sad.
No, sorry.
I don't want to participate in dick sports.
Neither.
My next one is Mass Effect 2, which I know neither of you.
On my list.
No,
Yeah.
it's
Dick
not.
Sports loves Mass Effect 2.
Yeah.
Of course it is.
Yeah.
Really?
Jason loves Mass
Oh,
Effect.
okay.
I'm the only one who doesn't like Mass Effect.
Okay. For some reason, I thought Jason didn't like Mass Effect.
No, it's me that's come to the.
He hates Mass Effect, but
I'm glad we're having this because
like
otherwise
it.
I would have never known that you were a Mass Effect fan.
No shit.
Yeah.
Remember I bought Mass Effect 2 remember I said I owned at the game convention? I owned 1 and 3 and didn't own a nice copy of 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
My favorite one out of them too. Yep. Okay, carry on.
I shouldn't say. I don't say I hate Mass Effect. It's just not my game.
Sure.
I don't actively like go around hating on Mass Effect.
He's got that tattoo.
Yeah.
You know, that tramp stamp that just like I hate in 7.
Mass Effect, yeah.
Mass Effect is my least favorite game on the Citadel.
Oh man. No, if I were, I'd be like, no, Andromeda is a really good game. Like
Contrarian Mass Effect
Just
guy.
be like that guy.
Okay.
I actually know that guy.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Is mine? Is
Yeah,
my go?
yeah.
Okay. Portal 2.
Yep. There.
Okay.
Yeah, it's on my list, but I'll delete it.
Okay.
It's all in all 3, huh?
It is on all 3.
Okay.
So,
I wasn't sure if that would be on everybody's
that
list.
game is just undeniable.
Yeah.
It's interesting. Okay. All right. My next game, Mortal Kombat 9.
It was real close.
Okay. I'll keep it.
My next one, I'm guessing, will be on everybody's list as well because it's Red Dead.
Yep. I'll delete it, but it's on my list.
It is on my list. I will remove that.
So many hours. Oh, God.
That's kind of why I had to put Fallout 3 on my list. It's like,
Yeah.
I have like 200
Spend so
hours
much time
in that
with a game, yeah.
Speaking of so many hours, but not a whole lot accomplished out of it, but a good time. Rock Band 2.
Not on my list,
That's fine.
Oh, wow. No, not mine either.
but Rock Band is?
Were you just going for I mean, because
We're gonna have
switch
to-
on like every.
Yeah, we're just going to have to make some calls.
Yeah.
We're gonna
yeah,
make some calls.
we'll have to, because it is like the thing with Rock Band was because it all built on itself. Because Rock Band 2 was Rock Band 1 with some more songs.
So we're gonna have to have
Yeah,
the
we'll have this
conversation,
We'll have this
in a bit,
conversation later.
yeah.
Yeah.
about multiple games. Go ahead, Caleb.
Isn't it you?
I had Rock Band.
Oh, you said Rock Band. Okay. My next one is Saints Row the Third.
That is on my list of the almost cut.
oh, okay.
See how he just
no,
dangled it
sorry,
there.
of the cuts. Sorry, it got cut.
Okay.
But it is made my list. And sorry, I should say that too. MK9 was my
Best best use of a licensed song of the generation. How about that?
Which song?
The Kanye song.
Oh,
when you're
that's
falling out of the
pretty good.
plane.
Yeah.
Ooh, man, pretty good.
I didn't think about it, but it's a contender for sure. There might be something else, but I don't know. The Hotline Miami soundtrack is pretty good, and those
It
are all
wasn't licensed. It was
Well,
all,
it is
they were-
licensed.
It is-
yeah.
oh,
It's
it
just
is,
like
true.
underground synthwave.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
just not
'Cause
stuff
it's,
that's mainstream.
Roller
Like,
Mobster, right?
Yeah.
well,
Roller
there's
Monster.
lots of it's curated.
Okay, yeah.
Carpenter Brute, Roller Mobster.
Perturbator is another one. I don't know how you say it.
I think it's-
Perturbator.
I think it's Perturbator. Yeah. Okay. Whatever. Whose turn is it?
I think it's
Logan.
mine. I have The Darkness.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's amazing. So do I.
All right, good. And
So
it's actually
excited.
the first one, not the second one.
Oh, it's the first one.
No, yeah. First one. The second one's not
I
great.
forgot there was a second one.
It's not that
okay.
great. The first Darkness is real good.
I like where this is going.
I know. You're like, I've got someone in my back pocket
I
on
do.
this.
I'm excited. The next game is The Last of Us.
I actually don't have that on my list.
Are you kidding me?
Yours?
Oh, yeah. It's not on your list? Oh,
Not
my. Wow, we're going to have it.
We'll go later, I guess.
Wow.
Not something
This is going to
that-
be a
yeah.
tough rankings thing here.
You would see me attacking those Famicom games over here.
Hey, man, you guys went hard after Africa, okay? My next one is South Park: The Stick of Truth.
Ooh. I like that game a lot, but it's not on my
I'm
list.
surprised. I'm surprised it's not on your list.
You are? Yeah.
Yeah, I just figured it would make the cut. Not like high, but I figured it would sneak in there. Okay.
I'm down to my last game.
Wow, okay. I
have
still
two
have
more.
4.
I think so, yeah. I think I'm down to
Well,
my
you
last
had
game.
you had to delete a lot.
I had to
so,
delete a
yeah.
lot, yeah. I have Uncharted 2.
As do I.
Okay.
I probably should have Uncharted too.
Okay.
But I did not.
The horrible admission.
Yep.
So I will
That
delete
one's-
Uncharted 2.
That may or may not have been an oversight on my part.
Oh no. I'm literally looking at it right across the way.
Yeah, you are.
The Walking
Whoops.
Dead.
That one's on mine.
All right,
Yeah.
cool.
I'm glad you had that because when we started talking about like the qualifications, I started panicking. Like, oh no, did that game also come out on Xbox One?
It
and
released
PS4?
on Xbox One as well, but it
Late,
first,
though.
but it was
Okay, good.
it first came out on the 360. I guess just skip over me.
Caleb, I'm done.
You're done too? Mm-hmm. Okay, so my last 3 are StarCraft 2, Heart of the Swarm. Heart of the Swarm is technically an expansion, but it's also standalone.
When those things are big
So-
expansions like that, I'm willing to allow that. Yeah.
And Super Meat Boy
Okay.
Oh,
and
sure.
Tomb Raider.
Yeah, Tomb Raider's real good too.
As long as when we have this conversation
I thought about
years
Tomb
from
Raider.
now and we can include Blood and Wine, I will allow StarCraft to be included. Fantastic.
I could just say StarCraft 2, and that includes
And
everything.
That would, yeah, as long
But-
as all-encompassing DLC is fine, I guess. Okay.
So I guess before we do that, do we want to rattle off? Did you guys have any other games that were like on your fringe?
Yeah, but I didn't.
You didn't
write
document
down,
them.
so-
Okay. I had MK9. I had Saints Row the Third. I had NBA 2K11. I think I was wrong. The Jordan game is 2K11.
Oh, it's 11,
It's
okay.
11. And Marvel Ultimate Alliance was my other game that was real close.
Oh, Ni no Kuni was
Yeah, I
a
remember
really
you said
rough
you had to make
decision
a
to have
rough
to cut.
on that. All right. Well, I will send.
Yeah, go ahead and can you paste yours in there?
Or are you
somewhere?
in the? Are you on our drive?
on the gaming group drive?
Yeah. You should be able to just see my Logan's Top 100,
Oh, okay,
and I have a tab just called Game of the Gen.
got it.
You should just be able to copy that over. All right. I'm curious to know this list.
Yours are in a different font. Did you do this in Excel first and then copy it?
I might have.
Okay, yep, that would make sense.
But that was a long time ago. Because what I did was I copied my top 100 list over and then just filtered out everything that wasn't 360 or PS3.
Okay.
And then just went from there.
All right, sorting the sheet.
All right,
There.
what's the number?
Ooh, 51.
51. So 57 was closest because I
Yeah.
had 41. So
Yeah. Actually, you know what? I'm going to make an executive decision here, and we're calling that 50, actually,
Oh, no.
because Fallout 3 is coming off the list.
oh no.
Because I forgot all about Uncharted 2.
Oh, okay. That's hey. You know what? I will accept that in a heartbeat. Okay, so should we rattle these off here? Oh, we actually have a couple duplicates on this
Oh,
list.
yeah, we do, actually.
I see 2 Crackdowns.
Here. Yep, got that.
I'm looking at anything else.
Halo 3.
Two.
Hey, yeah, there's 2 Halo 3s on that list.
Halo 3.
Are there 2 Left 4 Deads? No, it looks like we're good on Left 4 Dead.
Wow, okay, so 47.
Now I'm closer. I was closer with my 41. All right. So 47 games. All right. Those games are Africa. Batman Arkham Asylum, Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, Assassin's Creed 2, Ashura's Wrath, Batman Arkham City, BioShock Infinite, Borderlands 2, Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, Catherine, Crackdown, Dark Souls, Dead Rising 2 off the record, Dead Space 2, Deadly Premonition, Far Cry 3, Gears of War 2, Grand Theft Auto 5, Grand Theft Auto 4, said that backwards, Halo 3, Halo Reach, Heavy Rain, Hotline Miami, Infamous 2, Left 4 Dead, LA Noire, Limbo, Mass Effect 2, MK9, Portal 2, Red Dead Redemption, Rock Band 2, Saints Row the Third, South Park The Stick of Truth, StarCraft 2 Heart of the Swarm, Super Meat Boy, The Darkness, The Last of Us, The Walking Dead, Tomb Raider, and Uncharted 2. Where do we begin?
We lock Africa.
Okay, so yeah, do we want to? Are there certain things that we want to lock, and like things that we were like? I mean, I'd hate to say things that we all three said because that may not always be the case.
Are we doing a top? We're doing a top 10.
We're doing a top 10. This is Game of the Gen
Okay.
top 10.
Yeah, 10. Not a top 25, but a top 10.
I don't think we could rank a top 25. That could get really ugly.
The other
Try to
thing-
get to a top 25 unranked.
What we could do here is go through the games that are in the same series and compare them.
I think, can we combine? Can we
Well,
just go ahead and
no,
combine-
let's not do that because there could be multiple games from a series on our top 10.
Correct, but we at least just right now go ahead and combine Rock Band into one thing?
Jason?
Or do we just call it Rock Band 3 since it's the culmination of all of them? And it had the guitar.
I also think there's something to be said about the impact that it had.
True.
And I think Rock Band 1 might have had a bigger impact than Rock Band 2. Jason is nodding his head in agreement. This is
You're
an
going to hear
audio
the
podcast.
yeah, well, we're talking. Sorry, excuse me. I just don't want to get you guys sick. Sorry. I think that there is
Agreed.
there's a theme on my list, and I have a really, you guys know this about me, I have a really hard time, especially with this, I'm going to have a hard time eliminating things from the list that set the standard for things to come.
Agreed.
And
yeah,
paved the way for huge impact. And so in that regard, Logan, it depends on how you feel about Rock Band 2. Like, are you cool with leaving Rock Band for now?
I'm fine with that. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm fine with just kind of taking Rock Band as what it is.
Okay.
I mean,
the box shipped with a amount of instruments that we hadn't seen before.
it was a huge, just massive box, and like took up the amount of retail space that it took up, and
It was just a thing. It was like a cultural touchstone for gaming.
huge.
Drums, guitar, microphone.
How many games tried to replicate that and either somewhat succeeded or just outright
Guitarsmith.
failed?
Yeah, sure. I just kudos to Harmonix for then like setting pretty much off like a decade of Plastic Instruments and like party fun. It was a big deal.
Even though they kind of stole the idea. They stole the idea from Guitar Hero, but made it better. And actually, which is rare that you steal an idea from somebody and always make it better.
And we can't have that conversation because we're not crossing generations.
Right.
Or else I would probably want to give like Guitar Hero 2 a real push, but that's not. We have to look at what set the standard for the generation.
Right,
I think Rock Band did it for that generation.
So we'll take Rock Band 2 off of the list.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm fine
Cool.
with that.
All right.
I'm willing to look at it as what it is. Yeah, I think
Kind of like a holistic Rock Band.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where I don't think you can do that with like a Gears of War and a Gears of War 2 and a BioShock and a BioShock Infinite. Like those are two completely different.
We'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Yeah, we will. I'm just saying that's the only reason why I was like, let's just figure out Rock Band.
Let's have that conversation real quick.
Okay.
About Assassin's Creed 2 versus 4.
Okay.
4 was on your list. 2 was on our list.
Correct.
And I'm going to continue to repeat myself, so forgive me, but I think 2 is why we have all the nice open world things that we have now. It's hard for me to... I mean, 2 was an event, like a thing. Like Assassin's Creed was like a tech demo, and then 2 was like this really refined open world thing that looked gorgeous even on consoles. And so I have a hard...
back it up.
Yeah, Ezio, probably the best. I don't know. I think probably the best protagonist in the series, right? Ezio Auditore. Yeah, you think? Maybe not. Maybe I'm forgetting
Was
somebody.
it the best story of the series?
I feel like it was.
I fell off after 4, so you guys are having to tell me.
Okay.
Well, Connor's rough in 3.
Altair's was just. I mean, it was. You're right. It was a tech demo. I mean, the fact that they made 2 more Ezio games,
Brotherhood and Revelations.
Which was the one that was like, give me the apple. I must have the apple now.
I feel like that was 2. Oh, no, it was Revelations,
Was
maybe?
it? I don't know. I played all of them.
Yeah, where you've got the, it's the Rodrigo Borgia.
Yeah.
Is that 2?
I feel like it is
Yes,
2.
that is 2.
That's Rodrigo Borgia, right?
Sure that's 2. It's either 2 Brotherhood or Revelations.
And 2, there was like the nice Apple of Eden reveal and the Templar reveal and some real like cool Desmond stuff. But I do understand like 4 is like the refined version of that.
It's the most like for like the technology that they were working with. It's the most refined Assassin's Creed
Of that generation.
of any generation.
Oh, you think
Yeah.
even with like Odyssey and Origins
right?
and all that?
Because I think those still have room for improvement technical wise.
Especially in this generation.
And that's almost not fair to say because like we haven't reached the end of the generation like it was when Assassin's Creed 4 came out. But at the same time, I feel like AC4 was just like the culmination, like the most polished thing that they've put out.
Did I play 4 on an Xbox One?
Yeah, I did too. Yeah.
Does this game qualify?
It does. It
was
came out on
both.
360 first.
Okay.
And then
I couldn't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was
Because
both.
I actually thought that too for a second, but then I remembered Syndicate came out on Xbox One
Oh,
first.
that was the launch game.
And it launched alongside Rogue for 360.
That's right.
Jacob and Evie are pretty good protagonists now that I think about it. That Syndicate's pretty
Or
good.
not Syndicate.
No,
Not
Syndicate was after.
Syndicate was after. What's the other one? The one before the bad
Unity.
the one that everyone hated.
Yeah, the one
Unity
with
was
the faces.
the one. Yeah, the faces all jacked up. Yeah.
I don't really have there are other battles I want to fight tonight. I don't really care.
Yeah.
You guys tell me. Or do we get rid of the Assassin's Creed games because they're not top 10 material?
I think we could get rid of both of them, to be honest.
Okay. We give them their due.
I'm good with them falling off the list.
There's more important things to talk about.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Good games. Goodbye.
Good game. I know. That's the worst thing is these are all good games that we all had a reason that we liked. And
Well,
felt
let
like
me tell you about a game here,
Okay.
guys, real quick.
Uh-huh.
Let me tell you about this game where you play as a photographer and you go around an African safari and they give you assignments on what animals you need to photograph and you track down that animal and you photograph them.
This is, everybody's got a passion game. And this is Caleb's.
Yeah.
And I can't argue with the passion games
on here, actually.
I think this one's probably, out of all of the things that you listed, this one is the...
I'm willing to bet by far the lowest Metacritic on this list.
I
Keep talking, Caleb.
dig that hole a little deeper for myself.
Carry on.
Yeah, we can. I mean, I'm not going to
it's
fight for
coming off the
Africa.
list.
It's coming off the list.
The fact that it just happened to be alphabetical order. This was the first one you rattled off. Yeah. It was like, what?
I have not, like, okay, yes, I've been obsessed with games. Like, that's just a thing I do sometimes. But this game hooked me real hard because I just wanted to keep photographing animals.
you like checklists.
Yeah.
And so
this is a checklist game.
This is a checklist game, and yeah.
Caleb draws himself a nice bubble bath.
It was also
rolls the TV into the CRT into the bathroom, and
it's also one of those games where like you're 100% on your checklist is the platinum trophy. So it's like
that's pretty good feeling.
Checklist.
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah.
So was this was a PS3 game?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know why. I assumed it was like a PC thing.
It's here somewhere, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's got the zebra on the front.
It does have a zebra on the front.
Yeah.
I'm looking over at the at his cases.
I'm not gonna. You
don't have to find it. I was just looking.
Done.
I saw. Oh no, I'm looking in the wrong section.
So is Africa going bye bye? Caleb, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Africa's going goodbye.
Yeah, sorry. We have ended our safari.
Yeah, there's certain games. I guess I don't know if we're ready to. Which ones we're ready to have discussions
I'm
about
gonna sort these so the Batmans are next to each other.
Oh yeah, that's probably a good idea. I'm trying to look for things that I'm willing to part with already.
You guys like Crackdown that much? That really surprises me.
Well, so there was something special about the fact that the only reason we all bought the game was for the Halo 3 demo. And then it turned out this game wasn't actually that bad. And
yeah, but not that bad.
Well, okay. It did things on the 360. Those things weren't able to be done before. I mean, I shouldn't say it wouldn't be done before, but it was a large city. You had a giant map with, this is pre-Assassin's Creed, right? I mean, this is, I can't think.
I think so, but I think what Crackdown did really well was Crackdown was the best superhero game ever made not about a superhero.
That is
at the time.
At the time, okay.
At the time,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah, pre-Batman.
No, at the time, there'd been several superhero games made, all not so great, and Crackdown was the best superhero game ever.
Definitely best unlicensed superhero game.
Because you had these traversal powers that hadn't been done that well before, the orb collecting combined with getting more agility and higher jumps, and the way that you impacted the ground every time you jumped. There's a certain weight to your character that they really mastered. This is one of those games that there was nothing like it.
So let me pin that up against another game that you almost described perfectly there, Saints Row the Third.
This came out before Saints Row the Third.
I know, I get that.
We have Saints Row the Third because of Crackdown.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
Crackdown, the Saints Row the Third is a combination of Crackdown and Grand Theft Auto. That's really what it is.
Saints Row the Third is
but I think Saints Row the Third is much more,
but funnier.
It's funnier.
Well, sure,
it's
yeah.
much more polished.
Because it was 5 years after Crackdown.
Yeah, that's what makes this list so hard.
And Crackdown was it 1 year after launch?
Ish.
Because I think when Halo 3 came out. Yeah.
I think back to Crackdown as being somewhat buggy. And
Crackdown 1?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
I don't remember that. Crackdown 2 was a hot mess.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
they all kind of are.
I don't remember one that way.
I don't remember 1 being a buggy mess at all.
I don't remember that.
I mean, it may have been, but it's been, I mean, you're talking 12 years ago now. 13, 14 years ago, maybe. I'm gonna do that. I will look up Crackdown.
Yeah.
I don't know, Logan. It doesn't make the top 10 though.
Oh no, it doesn't make the top 10. So I think it can go, but I guess if we're just having a discussion about it, it is $4.72 on eBay. It released February 20th of 2007.
Okay, so 2 years after launch then.
Yeah, 2 years.
Wait, February?
So it was a year and a half after launch.
Yeah,
so you're
year and a
talking
half.
November of 2015 of a launch. So yeah, a year and a half after launch.
There wasn't anything like it before it showed up.
Sure.
That's why it's on my list. And I was pleasantly surprised on top of that because I was sure it was going to suck. I got it for the Halo 3 beta. I was sure it was going to suck. And then it didn't suck. And it was
It definitely does
fun.
not suck.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, let's put it that way. It was, yeah, it wasn't just okay. It really
But
didn't
if I can
suck.
transport us all to a time and a place, I bet we would all agree that Crackdown is
Crackdown was a lot
pretty,
of fun.
pretty awesome.
Did we co-op that? Or was that even a
Nope,
co-op? No,
not
that
a
wasn't
co-op
co-op
game.
eligible at the time, was it?
Nope.
I'm,
Okay. I'll get rid of Crackdown.
okay. Let's get rid of Crackdown.
I can do it.
Okay,
Just
thank you.
way easier. for me,
While
probably.
we're at it, should we just go ahead and discuss? Crackdown got an 83 on Metacritic. By the way.
Really?
Yeah.
Crackdown 1 is
1.
good.
Yeah. Crackdown 1's a good game. Crackdown 2 got a 70. Crackdown 3 got a 60. So we're just going down by 10. So if they come out with a Crackdown 4, it's going to get a 50.
Game scores don't go that low, so it'll wrap back around to a 90.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Because then they'll just feel bad. They don't want to give it that low of a score. Well, I guess we kind of had the discussion about Saints Row 3. I like that game a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to fight for it. I think that a lot of the things you were saying about Crackdown also apply. I think it's obviously not a superhero game, but you're pretty much a superhero by the end of it.
Kind of is, yeah.
Well, and I especially like the direction they took after 1 and 2. They were just like, you know what? Let's not take ourselves too seriously and let's just go full camp with this thing.
Yep.
And it worked. I mean, that's a big risk for a small studio to take on, to just say, okay, yeah, we tried this Grand Theft Auto competitor. It was so, and they really did well with that series after 3, and then 4 did well. You know,
4 is like when you full on go superhero.
4 is just like kind of that they. I shouldn't say they jumped the shark, but they went a little too far.
Oh, they jumped like 16 sharks.
Yeah, that's probably a good way to put it. Was 3 the one where you were the toilet, or was that 4?
I think that was 4.
4.
But I could be wrong.
Yeah.
Pretty sure it's 4.
Yeah, like I'm trying to remember if it was like, oh, that was the like the one really ridiculous part of 3, or was that just part of 4's dumbness? So
Yeah, we can get rid of Saints Row the Third though.
Oh, yeah.
It's fine.
what? What are you looking at me like that for?
I'm looking at this list.
I
mean, this list is ridiculous.
It's stupid.
We got to get rid of the plastic instrument game.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's got to go.
It's just not going to hang.
No, it's not going to hang. It's got to go.
We talked about it.
We talked about it. Yeah.
Good for you. Lots of fun. Lots of drinks. It's got to go.
Oh, it's got to go.
Okay,
I
excellent.
agree.
Okay, all right.
All right.
I agree.
Bye, Rock Band.
Bye, Rock Band. You were fun.
Now what?
Ugh.
Explain to me, because I did not get into the darkness. So explain to me your guys' fondness for the darkness, please.
Oh boy. So,
In fairness, I went back to it. Like as a lot of these games, I didn't have a 360 right away, so I went back to it years after, and it seemed pretty rough. But that could just be because it was an early.
that was a launch title, right? Or was
No,
Condemned
it
was a launch title.
Condemned was a launch title. Darkness was probably about a year.
Yeah.
The unique nature of the game. It was telling a cool story. There was a comic book-esque style to it, like a noir, like a dark noir,
Like a Max Payne type of thing.
Yeah. It was very very like with the self-loathing, like the same kind of thing. Story that would appeal to me, but I think the way that you used your darkness powers was very unique, and you hadn't seen anything like that before.
Because you use those shoulder buttons to
It was like one trigger did your
the right shoulder.
tentacle thing, and another one did a gun. Is that right? I don't remember now.
I thought you had both sides, right? And so you had you had two snake kind of things,
Right.
And your RB and LB used those, so you actually used,
So you used
all
all
four
four.
shoulder buttons. And just as you were saying too about the comic book type of thing with that, that game could have gone full like bad sci-fi channel movie, and it didn't.
No, more grounded than that.
Yeah, like it could have gone like real bad, and I think they actually hit it for that time period. If we went back and played it now, we'd probably say, oh yeah, that's a little campy, or a little just, I don't know, just not
Just a little rough
not
around the edges,
You know, but at the time that game had a cool factor to it, that it was like, yeah, like wearing a long jacket, like a long black jacket. We were all coming off the Matrix. It was a different time.
Yeah. You just watched The Crow.
It was.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, you know, that's what I mean. Like,
There was something. It was also there's a psychological element to that game.
Yeah,
like he's battling with this thing that is taking over him, and he's having a hard time because he needs it to save his love, which is always like that old trope.
Right.
But like to save his fiance, he's got to do these horrible things, and he needs to do them, and he can't do them without letting the darkness control him. And the more he lets the darkness control him, the worse off he is. But he needs it, and so I really enjoyed that. Like it was Jackie, like. Oh, so good. Oh my God, so good, dude, so good. Oh, he's just like, I don't know, like the internal conflict, like everyone has this thing about them that they don't like about themselves, and the darkness was like letting you see all of Jackie's awful parts. And like he didn't want to be that violent. Sure, he was a tough guy mobster, but the darkness is like, no, you're not only violent, but we are going to like rip people apart.
The other thing I liked about that too was there was kind of almost a combat puzzle aspect to it, where how you had to use your shoulder buttons with the little demons on your shoulder to actually figure out, how am I going to be able to get around this corner? How can I kill this guy? And that would be how you'd have to do it. Was, okay, you're walking into a room with 4 guys. Well, if you can find the little hole in the wall or wrap around the corner, those you died a lot, but you had to figure out the way to do it.
I think that might have also been another problem I had. It might have been too difficult for me, but I am having a hard time remembering much about this.
Well, this is also of a time where
around 2007,
right?
That's what I just looked at,
and there wasn't a whole lot out on these systems. So like you're coming off Condemned, and Condemned was cool. But like, talk about rough.
Condemned was rough around the edges.
Yeah. So like you play Condemned, and then it's like, oh, the darkness is like sitting in a Lexus all of a sudden. So that's
okay.
Time and place. But
does it make a top 10? No, it doesn't. I like that game a lot.
Farewell to our favorite AA game on this list.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. It was a 2K game, Starbreeze Studios.
But it's not a true AAA big budget thing.
Is this the best AA game on this list?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Of the generation.
Maybe this is...
okay. Conversation for a different day, maybe.
Okay.
Also, an underrated band, The Darkness.
Oh.
Can't believe anything called love.
Played that song at my wedding.
You did.
There's a chance we can make it now.
We'll be working till the sun goes down.
Big Sports love the darkness. Get dark.
Next game. Oh boy,
we're gonna have
my ears are bleeding.
They're literally, someone get this man a towel.
We go to I guarantee every week at trivia I end up singing some stupid song out of nowhere. Yeah. It's pretty bad.
Yeah, two beer Logan is a little bit singy.
Two beer Logan.
Two beer Logan gets a little out there sometimes.
Take your shirt off next time.
I know. Should I take my shirt off? All right. Oh boy. Do we want to have a Dead Rising discussion?
Yeah.
Okay. That game's real good.
Once again, this is the NPC game of the generation. Boy, your PlayStation and Xbox can't do all those zombies. Yeah. He's walking on those fucking zombies. Look at him. He can't do that.
Here's my issue, and this is a really hard thing to do. My issue, I did not play Dead Rising 1 until literally 2019.
Oh, wow.
I had never played it before 2019.
Yeah, and especially after you played 2 and 3.
I played 2, 3, and 4 before I played the first one.
Yeah, you're not going to like
going back, and you can't even combine weapons in the game.
So there's part of me that remembered that you could combine weapons in that game, and I was wrong.
No.
So I think my nostalgia for this game is incorrect, and I probably like 2 better. But I like Frank West.
I'll tell you what, it holds up in 2019.
Really?
It's still a lot of fun.
Yeah, game's fun.
You just have to somebody put a good strategy online somewhere where the psychopath that's the clown.
Yeah.
if you manage to kill him, so save and try, because it's going to take you several attempts. Save, try to kill the clown. But if you can kill him, there's a chainsaw that constantly spawns in the area where you kill him.
from that
so you
store.
can always go back and grab a chainsaw if you need one.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what I was thinking of with the weapons. There's always the out of the chainsaw.
Yep.
And I think once you killed the psychopath, you got to take their weapon, which
and it always spawns where they died.
right,
So
and it's
you can always go back.
It was
and get
always
it.
a cool weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe that's what I was.
So having that tip really helped.
Because I think there was like somebody in like the outdoor store that had like a 2 chainsaws on a pole.
I will say the final
It's
boss
my favorite documentary.
is the final boss is just it's poorly designed.
Oh, yeah.
It's very
Sure.
Do you guys
I remember it.
Yeah.
On top of the tank.
Yeah, it's a really sour end to a
Yeah.
good game.
Mhm.
Oh god,
Yeah,
it's like MGS2 but way worse.
Yeah, I think we could probably get rid of both of those. Off the
I think so,
record
too.
is it's also a little rough and a little buggy.
I never played off the record.
It's the thing that got me hooked on it is there's a sandbox mode with just all these challenges to do. I think there's like 50 of them or something, and you can do them both single player and in co-op. So you do it in single player to get a gold. I think it's a gold star. And if you do X amount of those, you get special rewards for the next stuff. And then you can do them all over again in co-op. So it was just like, okay, hey, I've done these challenges. I know what to do. Here, let me try to explain what to do. And then we both do it at the same time. Like, here's the strategy that I came up with. And then a lot of times it wouldn't work because there's 2 of you. So you have to adjust that. And it was just a really novel way to play Dead Rising. But that said, it's those games have never been exactly 100% polished.
Oh no.
So I would knock them for that.
right.
And I think there's other games on the list that
I do want to say about Dead Rising, I think it's for better or worse one of the things that has zombie culture the way it is now. Because at the time, it was a pretty inspired thing.
Oh yeah.
And the mall. I mean,
Yeah.
the mall.
that I have there's probably a German word for it or something. But
Okay.
I love in games, movies, TV, whatever, where there is a specific space that changes over time. So that's part of the reason why I like sitcoms so much is because they're always in a very particular space.
Yeah.
And seeing that space transform over the course of like game time or years on a TV show or whatever, I love that. I don't know why, but I love that.
Speaking of zombies,
Dead Rising really hit that.
No.
Yeah. Speaking of zombies, Left 4 Dead.
Talk about unique.
Yeah.
I did not. Maybe Valve people saw Left 4 Dead coming. I did not. Because the first time I played Left 4 Dead, and there's the element of we all are in this together. And if we break ranks, we are screwed.
Mm-hmm.
We are screwed. And that was something about that was so like, Logan, where's Logan? Oh my God, Logan. And like having 4 people scream at one another over the internet, like, no!
So you guys were lucky in that you had 2 other people to play this game with.
Okay.
Playing it 2-player, not so much fun.
Well, did we really
I can
get
see
2
that.
other people to play with?
Yeah, at the time we did.
Yeah, okay, we did.
Anybody
Some
you
of
hand
the
the
guys I
controller
worked
to
with, we played
Oh,
with.
that's right.
if you hand the controller to either of your daughters, it would be better than that AI in that game.
Oh, the AI was bad in that
Yeah.
game. I do remember that. But could you get stuck with randos? I thought you could get randos.
You could get randos, but also we were antisocial, so
Yes.
yeah.
And you kind of had to talk in that game.
Yep.
You really
you
had
couldn't
to
just
talk.
add 2 people, and then because we tried that a couple of times, but just not talking to them, and they would just run off in their own direction and get killed immediately.
Yeah.
and do whatever. So
This is the era where I was working in gaming retail. So Logan and I had a number of people we could play with. And
friends from college, because this was like post college. We still had like some guy, because this was 2008. So we're only 3 years out. Everybody's still, nobody's really got the family thing going yet or anything. So everybody came home from work. What'd you have to do? Nothing.
I did play a ton of Left 4 Dead 2 in the, what was that mode called where you could play as the monsters?
Oh, yeah.
I can't remember.
What it's called. It was like, is that Infection or Infestation?
That sounds right. Something like that.
Well, I played a ton of that because you could play that by yourself.
Left 4 Dead 2 came out almost exactly 1 year after Left 4 Dead 1.
That's crazy, isn't it? Mm-hmm. It was fast.
Yeah.
They didn't really have to change a lot, I guess.
Logan, where are you at on the top 10?
Like
For Left 4 Dead?
I don't know. It's not my top 10.
I mean, for this list. No.
What? Oh, no. I don't think it's in the top 10 on this list.
Okay.
I don't think so. It's a great game, but I don't think
it's a great game.
I just don't think it makes the top 10.
Okay, it probably doesn't. You're right. Man, I didn't know. It was one of those revelatory things for me. Like, I've never been, like you were talking about, Caleb, I've not ever had, like, the group of friends that would sit down and play, like, Rainbow Six or Smash Brothers or anything like that. It was always Logan and I playing online, but, like, the communal thing that it was revealed to me with people that working together for a common goal and like achieving it, getting all the way to the end, coming up with strategies together. Like, I'm going to go here, you go here, you station yourself here comes the wave. And then it goes wrong. And when it goes wrong, it's frustrating, but it's also so rememberable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you remember when you went over there and you did that thing and then we all were scrambling to help you and then that's where it all fell apart.
And then so-and-so was the only one alive, but then he got a liquor and got dragged off and
And then we checkpointed and everybody was okay. Like, it's just, we would, like, it'd be the kind of thing where we would talk about it the next day.
Yeah.
Like, that was pretty good last night. Yeah. Or I'd see somebody at work the next day. It's like, this game is fucking awesome, isn't it?
Like that run, yeah. It was number 84 on my list of all time.
Okay. All right. So, I'll take that. Goodbye, Left 4 Dead.
Can we remove that and put Orange Box on?
This fucking guy.
Every time.
I mean, Portal and Team Fortress are also pretty good.
I know, but I feel like they fall outside of this generation, don't they?
No, Portal does not. Portal came out.
Portal did?
Yeah, Portal was the first release was the Orange Box. Team Fortress, I'm not sure. Half-Life 2 was out before, for sure.
Yeah, that's where I was kind of like, Okay.
Anyway.
Which I'd hate to even, you just said the word Portal. I'm like, do we want to discuss that yet?
I don't think I'm ready to talk about it.
I'm not ready to talk about cutting it at all.
We're looking for easy cuts so far.
We're looking for easy cuts.
Cut Mortal Kombat 9. It's why we have all the nice things that we have from Mortal Kombat. I love that game.
It's true. It is the beginning of all the nice things.
The reboot of Mortal Kombat is just, it's remarkable. Like, they took it from a mediocre place to, I mean, it's why we have these great story modes now.
Street Fighter could maybe take a hint.
There was not a Mortal Kombat 8, right?
There's the middle trilogy, so that was Armageddon.
Okay.
So Deadly Alliance, Deception, Armageddon.
Were those all PS2 games?
Wait.
Yes.
Okay. I thought
PS2 Xbox.
Was 5 Deception?
No, I'm
Mortal
pretty
Kombat 5
sure.
was its own thing.
There was 4, and then there was whatever.
I thought 5 was Deadly Alliance.
Maybe it was.
Anyway,
yeah.
My point is, I think that I remember those games, even for people that liked Mortal Kombat, that was the kind of down period for them, where they looked at, there's a new Mortal Kombat out, but is it going to be any good or not?
Mortal Kombat 5 was Deadly Alliance.
And
oh, really?
Now a new Mortal Kombat comes out, and everyone's just, okay, yeah, it's going to be good because it's Mortal Kombat. So for them to make a complete turnaround from that one game is pretty impressive.
I mean, I have strong feelings about this game personally,
that's
but this is our first.
It's NetherRealms, right?
Yes,
okay.
And it's after the Midway WB merger that created NetherRealm,
and that was the first kind of the way they do storytelling. That was the first one where they did that, right?
Yes, and it set the standard for not just what what NetherRealm does with their story games, but now all fighting games are
Yeah.
like, oh god, how are we going to do this?
Yeah.
Because this is like an amazing story mode. And even you like those.
And yeah, they put it in Injustice, and that's awesome too. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
On
and I
top
don't
of
even-
that, it did it for everybody. Like it introduced, I watch professionals play now, and they're all guys that were playing like this game, Mortal Kombat 9, at like 13 and 14.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And then, so it's introduced a new generation, and then, but it also had the old generation stuff because it was a reboot. And so I remember Mortal Kombat 1 blowing my mind, and it gave me like a reimagining of that. So it's like this thing that I've always wanted. And then it set the stage for some pretty incredible games to follow. But there's a lot of good games on this list.
So
and
you
I
know
think
what?
collectively we're going to have to argue enough about some other games.
By the way, you want to know what Mortal Kombat 8 was?
What? Help me out.
Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe was technically Mortal
Oh, that was
Kombat 8.
Oh. So that was a 360, right? But
It was.
Yeah. Look, it's right, yeah.
That game fucking
Because
blows.
5 is Deadly Alliance, 6 is Deception, 7 is Armageddon, 8 is DC Universe, and then Mortal Kombat 9 is just technically Mortal Kombat. And then there's MKX and then MK11.
let me throw out a question here, and I don't want to ruffle feathers or anything.
Oh, no.
I just want to know the actual answer to this.
Okay.
Do you guys think that Gears and Gears 2 belong here? Like both of them belong side by side on this list?
How passionate are you about Gears 2? Like, are you
a-
like crotch on fire? Like, we gotta.
I have more of a fondness for Gears 2 than Gears 1.
Okay.
Mainly because of Horde mode.
Man, I struggled with that when I was building my list.
Wait, Horde mode was not in Gears 1?
No.
Wow.
It was in
No.
2.
Yeah, and this is one of the we were just talking about. This is like another one of those communal like. There's Horde mode and everything after it
Yeah. It was...
because it was fresh. What is this thing? What are we doing here?
How many nights did we
Bullshit.
stay up trying to get to level 50?
Late, dude.
And it would
Late.
be like, okay, we're at wave 30 something. It's
1:30.
Yeah, it's
2
12 o'clock
in the morning.
Okay, and then we get to like level 48 and fucking die at like 1:15 in the morning, and it was like, what are we gonna do with ourselves now? Like, because there was an achievement for getting to level 50.
Well, that makes this real hard. I didn't realize that Horde was not a part of the first game.
That is the main reason why 2 is on my list versus 1 is because for me, Horde mode meant more than the style, because it's like, I guess I got the style with 1. I feel like they refined everything with 2. Like the roadie runs felt better. Like you popped in, like you popped
Two's
in
better
and out,
game.
you popped in and out of cover better. The story was better. But at the same time, I get why you put 1 on there because of its revolutionary look and feel. And you've never seen anything like this in a game before. It looked incredible compared to everything else that was out
That
there.
includes PC games at the time. There's a console doing what? You had to see it for your own eyes.
That game melted.
There's
360s.
there was no aliasing in that game whatsoever. I still don't know how they did it. I have no idea how they did it. And it is why the 360 won that generation.
It's also
Yeah.
one of the first 360 games I can remember where there are actual actors doing the voices, as opposed to like names you've heard of doing voices.
Sure, yeah.
And there wasn't a ton of that before. I mean, there was obviously like Max Payne always had,
Sure.
but
But there were like cutscenes, lip sync. There was lip sync while you were playing and walking. Mm-hmm. The production values were incredibly high.
That's what I'm trying to say. Is the production value was.
So I think we each have it on there for a different reason. And
So what reasons? What reasons more important? Revolutionary or refining?
Right, and I don't know how you answer that question. I mean, it's.
I keep coming back to the like. What is this generation, and how do we remember it? And I remember that people needed to play Gears of War, and that meant they had to buy a 360. It was not just the game; it was it was the game in the system.
It sold consoles. There's
Right.
a lot of consoles.
When I think of Gears, the very first thing I think of is the Hammer of Dawn. And
That was Gears 1.
And exactly. So I like my very first thought, if somebody says Gears of War, I think of Gears of War 1. I don't know if that helps at all, but
this kind of goes with when we were first talking about the rules for this. This is where I struggled with saying
we can
what
leave
about
them both
making it a
on for
series?
now too. But.
And this was the reason why I wanted the series to be on there, or be a series as a theme, was because I didn't know what to do with Gears of War, and I didn't know what you guys wanted to do with Mass Effect.
Well, I think that's clear, at least for Mass Effect.
Mass Effect is different because there's one game that stands
really
out
stands out.
clearly above
Okay.
the rest. So
That Invisible Man stuff is fucking unreal. Martin Sheen, talk about voice actors. Fucking Martin Sheen. Apocalypse Now guy is in a video game.
Yeah,
I don't know, Logan. I don't
know either.
If you don't feel super strongly about 2 compared to 1, and you're feeling a little bit apathetic, then I would push harder.
I don't think it's going to make a top 10.
I think Gears of War absolutely makes the top 10.
Okay, so if I had, so take 2 off then, since he's feeling more passionate about that. Then take
I'm
2
good with
off.
that.
At least wise we eliminated one game,
Right?
And you can take all of that love for Gears of War and you can put it into arguing for it in the top 10 if
see where it makes it.
If it makes it.
Should we have that same conversation about the Dead Spaces?
No.
Not ready
Okay,
for that. I am, but I'm not.
Okay, wait.
We gotta
Which
talk about it.
Dead Space did you put
I'm
on the
2
list?
and you're 1.
I had both on my list. You just took 2
Oh,
from me.
fuck. Really?
Wait, Jason had 2.
Dead Space 2 was on my
You
list.
had both. Logan had both, and I had 1 on my list.
Oh, boy. Wow.
Again, another series.
Okay, I don't
the
care.
First 2
I
games
don't-
were good.
I don't care as much about this as I do the Gears of War argument.
Dead Space 1 was my introduction to horror games.
Oh,
I had not played like
you
anything.
didn't play like Resident Evil, Silent Hill,
Nope.
any of that stuff
Nope.
before then.
A little bit of Parasite Eve, if that even qualifies, but I didn't even play it that much. But yeah,
Keep talking.
that's why I put 1 on there, is because it was 2 went more actiony, and then 3 went full out actiony.
3 is not a great game by any means.
I had a lot of fun playing 3 in co-op though.
Was 2 the one that had the eyeball?
I'm pretty sure we have to wait for Jason on this, but
Jason, did 2 have the eyeball? Yeah,
Yes,
2
okay.
had the eyeball. I
Yeah.
couldn't remember if it was 2 or 3, because 3 was just.
he says from the other room.
Yeah.
Uh,
Don't forget to wash your hands.
yeah, I just for me, like, just because it had so much of an impact on me as far as like a horror game.
Yeah, I get that.
That's why. Like the first time you like walk through a room and there's a dead body there, and then you come back and there's not one there, and it jumps out at you from behind, like that.
That's
I
real
mean,
good.
in retrospect, that's a cliche. Like every horror game's done that, but that's the first time I had seen it.
First time you'd experienced it. And I guess that, and it kind of goes back to like for me, Dead Space 1 was a little more, it's Resident Evil in space. But Dead Space 2 to me felt a little more, again, I go back to that refinement. Like it was like, they made it click. Like they got all of the stuff right.
Exactly.
They made the right enhancements for the next game. They took it a little farther with the gore, which I'm good with. Like that, I think freaked me the hell out. Like I'm not. It took me until I was 30 to put contacts in.
I can put contacts in just fine. I just can't get them out of my eyes.
So we were just talking about like this was his first foray into horror. Where I think that's where I was kind of thinking, Dead Space 1 to me was more Resident Evil in space.
Space. Yeah, okay.
Where Dead Space 2 for me was a more refined game, kind of as my Gears of War discussion.
And which is why it's on my list too, because it made more of an impact on me as a complete package. Mm-hmm. And I think that we had seen a decent amount of third person games right before, so
it was RE4. I mean, that game was Resident Evil 4 in space.
Yeah, and it looked so good. Oh my god. It was another one of those, like,
it sounded really good too.
Oh yeah, sure.
Was that it might not have been the first game, but it was one of the first, at least, to have like no HUD. Like your HUD is like on your character.
I think there was, 'cause
How did they handle was that when you pulled up your
ammo was on the gun.
on the gun when you pulled it up.
And your health was on your spine.
the plasma cutter? What a fucking name for a weapon. And the weapons were all really good.
I never used anything but the plasma cutter.
There was an achievement.
I just kept upgrade. I didn't even know. I didn't care about achievements at the time even, but I played through that whole game because it just kept upgrading it over and over again. It got ridiculously powerful at the end.
I never got it, but the last achievement I didn't get in Dead Space 2 was there was a 3 save ultra hard mode. And I never finished it because I kept dying.
I'm just remembering clicking back and forth between vertical and horizontal and how satisfying that was.
Like RB, it was just because that was the whole thing. It was just you needed the vertical,
like I'd just be
arms,
walking through a hallway, going to the next thing, and just like
I
click.
I cannot say goodbye to Dead Space yet.
I can't.
Which game? I don't care.
I think I would like to say we cut 1 and keep 2. You're still getting your Dead Space.
Yeah.
But I think Jason and I are more in the camp. If we're going 2 out of 3, I'd prefer 2 over 1.
Okay.
So
that's fine.
So the game still.
That's a tough cut.
You're still getting a game from the series.
Yeah. and two was really good.
I let Gears of War 2 go for the kind of the same rationale.
God,
so.
Okay, we need to. I was just gonna say, should we just do the same thing for Batman? But no, fuck this.
Oh no, Batman.
We need to move on for a sec.
Yeah, we're gonna have to think of something else.
There are worse games.
There are worse games, such as
Deadly Premonition.
Oh, come on.
Well, here's a game that we both played, Catherine.
Yeah.
Catherine's great. I like it for what it is, but I don't think it doesn't make a top 10.
The thing that I always go back to, and this might be stupid, but Catherine was basically the tech demo for Persona 5.
Yeah, it kind of was.
So no, it actually was.
Oh, it really was? Oh, okay. So here I'm just kind of like, I could see that.
So it's like when I think back to Catherine, I think Persona wouldn't exist without that game. So that's not what we're talking about here.
No.
So
for me, it was the first type of game like that I'd played. I never really played what kind of games do you call it? Graphic novel game or
graphic novel puzzle.
Yeah, I mean it was a puzzle game, but it also had this like
visual novel.
Visual novel storyline behind the puzzle game.
Yeah, and the ending the ending that I got was incredible.
I remember getting just was mind fucked. Basically, was what it was.
Yeah. Mine was. It's an old game, so I'll just spoil it.
Oh, I know. Yeah, at this point.
It was Catherine with a C. The blonde Catherine was actually a succubus. And her dad, who is basically Satan, comes to the bar and like reprimands you for not treating her well.
Yep.
And
same ending I got.
Oh, cool. So Samuel Hayden's her boss or dad? Yeah.
Basically. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay.
Yeah, it can go. It can go for sure.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, I was trying to look for like really weird games that I don't think are going to make a top 10.
In the same vein, Asura's Wrath. It should have gone a while ago, actually, but
no, it was at the top of the list.
Yeah, I love that game. It does do the really crappy thing of not finishing the story until you buy the DLC. Which is really, really crappy. But speaking of things that are unique, like I've never played anything like that before.
I don't really know much about it.
It's crazy. It's like well, it depends on the level as to what your gameplay is, but it's generally like a third person, like open arena brawler type thing. You get the enemies just get bigger and bigger in scope. There's one guy that like literally like he's the size of a planet and he like pierces the earth with a sword or something. I don't remember exactly, but it just gets crazier and crazier as you go. But again, it kind of ends poorly because of the DLC thing. Okay. It can go, but I would highly recommend it to anybody.
Okay.
Anybody that's still looking for 360 recommendations.
Sure. Yeah, there's tons of those people out there. I don't know. Who knows? It might be on Game Pass or something.
I think Limbo can go.
That's fair.
I really like Limbo.
Good game's a good game.
You want to speak the piece for Limbo?
Not really.
Okay.
I just like. I think is that Playdead's first game?
Yeah.
Limbo.
As far as I know, yeah.
It's really unique, man. The puzzle solving is really cool. A nice aesthetic. The sound. Talk about sound. Like the sound is incredible. The story is really sobering.
The first time you like step in a bear trap or get impaled by the spider is like, ooh, that's this game.
That's
okay.
what this is. This is maybe what I thought it was.
There's a really nice Limbo Inside package. If anyone's
it's
out
over there on the shelf.
Yeah, mine. I have that too. It's.
I think that like a young boy, a child goes to purgatory is something that's really like, and the way they do it is not gross, but that is it's a confused little boy. Like there really is. I think you'd have to like be a total monster to not at least wise understand, even when like they do their best to hide it because it's all silhouetted. Like this is dark. This is not. This is a sad fucking story. It's not a happy thing we're doing here. It's a great puzzle game and it's fun to solve the puzzles, but it's fucking sad, man. It's sad, but there are other things I want to talk about.
I'll go ahead and cut Super Meat Boy.
Okay.
It's an insanely fun platformer.
Yeah.
It's brutally hard, and that was kind of one of the first games for me where I actually got over the hump of it being a hard game, where I figured out the controls, and when you die, you respawn instantly. So it's like, okay, just one more shot at this, one more shot. There's a lot of times when you die in a game and you're like, I don't want to sit through that loading screen just to try that one more time. But this game had none of that.
There's been a lot of copies of that game.
Yeah, have you played? Have you like Celeste? Is probably the
Celeste is a good.
Yeah, I played some Celeste.
Yep.
Celeste is
what
good.
else?
It's hard.
There's a million. The game's been.
There was one that came out with the Xbox One launch that I played a bunch of because there wasn't anything else out. I'm trying to remember what it was. It was like Joe and the something like. It was like a.
Oh yeah, it was like Max and yeah. That was kind of like that.
Yeah, and it was it was simple. It was like it was a hard platformer that it was like you had to make pixel perfect jumps every time, and if you didn't do it, you just restarted. Yeah, it was one of those.
I'm ready to cut 2 games.
Okay. Ooh, 2. Yes, what would you like to cut?
Infamous 1 and 2.
Oh, I like Infamous 1 better than I like Infamous 2, but I'm willing to.
I think I'm opposite, but I'm willing to cut both.
Yeah, so I spent a lot of time playing Infamous 1. I did both playthroughs. I did a good playthrough and an evil playthrough.
I might have too, actually,
on Infamous 1, and I just never really got into 2 as much.
2 was the one with like the countdown timer, right? Like the thingy is coming, the MacGuffin is coming.
Yeah, and I never really got into that, and I didn't like the setting of it was like New Orleans, I think was what it was, and I just didn't feel like it was.
There wasn't a whole lot of verticality to it. No. If I remember right. It was kind of like one-story buildings.
And the other one was more of a metropolitan area, and it was like, I was like, I like that better.
You know what Infamous gave us? Sunset Overdrive.
That's true.
Yeah, I did. I like Sunset Overdrive a lot. And then it gave us...
Shout out to Infamous.
Marvel Spider-Man.
Yeah.
All of those are...
And why do we have Infamous? Crackdown?
Also not putting Crackdown back.
Yeah,
fine.
It was.
We've got hard cuts to make, so I suggest both of those guys. Those games rock. Sucker Punch. Looking forward to your next game,
Infamous,
which is nothing like any of those.
No, it looks fucking good though. South Park's gotta go.
South Park,
on,
I think it's gotta go.
Okay, fine.
Yeah. I like that game.
That game is one of the funniest games there is.
It really is.
It's very good. And it looks just like an episode of South Park.
Yeah.
It basically is just like a 10-hour episode of South Park.
Yeah. It looks fantastic.
Good South Park, not like current South Park.
Well, the thing is, when did that game come out? 2012?
Yeah, I think it might have been 13.
Yeah, something like that. I remember playing through it in like 2 days. It was so good.
Yeah, go ahead.
I just because I know it wasn't on everybody else's list, Halo Reach can come off.
It's kind of... Oh, we still have Halo 3 on there. I was just going to say it's kind of weird to not have Halo represented.
No, Halo 3 is going to be on there. That's for sure.
I prefer Reach to 3, but it's just because of the the gravity of the story, I think.
The story is really good in 3, or in Reach.
Yeah,
like that whole the 6, like that.
Killer Collector's Edition.
Yeah, it is. That still is out in my.
Was that the last Halo on 360? Reach?
No, 4.
4? Okay.
Halo 4 came out on 360. 4 is also not a bad game.
It's not bad, but I think that's kind of where the story went off the rails for me a little bit.
When they introduced that new group of people, which I don't even remember what they are now. I did like the light gun, or the one of the guns that they had of that group. And I still like Halo 4 multiplayer, but 5 can go eat a dick.
I agree with everything you've said.
I know.
In the same vein, like I know you guys didn't really get into it at all, so I'm just going to cut Borderlands 2. I played so much of that game.
I played a lot of Borderlands 1, and I just was like, yeah, I think I'm done.
Yeah. 2 was just way better in every regard. Like, name a thing that a game can be better at, 2 was better than 1 at that. But I know for this group that is not a game that represents the 3 of us. No. So,
speaking of games that don't represent the 3 of us, what about StarCraft 2?
That's fair.
Okay, because now that we're getting down to that discussion,
StarCraft 2. The thing I love about StarCraft 2 is that the story mode you get to choose which mission you go on. And if you go on a mission, it gives you a reward. And the rewards are generally like you get a new unit. So you get to choose, like, would I rather have the fast mobile units on my team, or would I rather have the big tanky ones? And then that'll branch off, and then that'll branch off. So you get to kind of pick and choose, like, what units you want for the rest of the campaign. And that's all represented graphically, like, in your base too. So, like, when you go to your hangar, you might have different aircraft units than another person would have, or you might have different options in your upgrades because you unlocked this race of creatures or whatever. Heart of the Swarm is there's 3, like, the first StarCraft 2 is Wings of Liberty, then they released Heart of the Swarm as the expansion, and the third one was, I don't remember because it wasn't that good. But Heart of the Swarm was like the high point of that. So
I've heard so much about Heart of the Swarm. Like,
I've heard it's good.
Yeah, so people talk about it a lot.
But yeah, you're totally right. That's not going to be on this list. But I'm not getting rid of Deadly Premonition yet. You're going to have to fight to get that one off my list.
I have an interest. Yeah, I feel like we're still gonna have fights. We're down to 23 games, and we are gonna have serious fights to get us down to 10 here. God, I'm really struggling to take games off this list. Kill, what about Tomb Raider? I like that game too. It didn't make my top 25.
Yeah,
but I like it.
And Jason does not like it.
Jason does not like it. That's
sorry.
that's where I guess I'm going. Like, he gave it a shot and didn't like it. There's a difference between not playing a game and playing it and not liking it. Like, I can't speak really about Mass Effect 2 because I didn't play that game. I played 1 and it just wasn't for me. But I can't go back and say, yeah, Mass Effect 2 wasn't. That's
one of those games that we've talked about. I had this conversation with both of you guys. Like, I look at you, I'm like, what's wrong with me? Everybody loves this. Why don't I like it? I want to like this. I don't understand. And I just...
Wasn't there another game like that?
There's a couple.
That we've had of like, man, oh yeah, Horizon Zero Dawn.
Everybody loves that game. And you were like,
yeah, you couldn't do it. It's a bow and arrow thing with you.
Maybe. Oh, it could be that. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know.
Assassin's Creed 3, also a bad game, featuring a bow and arrow.
That was just a bad game, though.
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah, it can go. That game's... I
like it a lot. I played it twice because I played it on the 360 and I played it on the Xbox One.
I 100%ed it twice.
Yeah,
because the collectibles are so damn fun.
They were good collectibles. Yeah, that was a good game. It's a damn shame the third one wasn't very good.
Yeah, very true.
Heavy Rain can go. Heavy Rain's not a top 10 game here.
I'm so glad you said that.
It's not. I mean, it's great. It's great.
Go.
I love Heavy Rain. And so I know you do too. We love it for the same reasons because it's fucking melodramatic. It has amazing music. And, we've had the conversation about this is why we have all these nice things. Heavy Rain's why we have a bunch of bad things.
Yeah.
because it unleashed David Cage in a way that none of us saw coming.
I didn't mind Detroit. Now, I'm not going to say it's good. I just didn't mind it.
Perkins, you fucking cocksucker.
It gave me that, and I will forever be grateful.
I really love Heavy Rain.
Rain gave us Sean. I was not. I like that game. Okay, it's the best of his games, I think, by quite a wide margin. But well, I guess Indigo Prophecy.
I like Indigo Prophecy more, but
of his modern games, let's say. But it could have just been the path that I was on, or like the mistakes that I made, but I was not satisfied with the conclusion of my game.
So the thing I will say that game did for me was it provided the best use of the 6-axis controller.
To do what? I don't remember.
At the very end of the game, depending on where you ended up, I found Sean buried, it was drowning in water, and I had to pull him out of there. And the only way to save him was by performing CPR with your controller. So you had to literally go in rhythm with your 6-axis controller in order to pump the water out of his lungs to save him.
Okay.
So I will say that is the only good use of that 6-axis controller.
It's cut. It's
cut, but I had to give it credit for that one.
Metal Gear Solid 4, another that I put that right side by side where you're crawling.
6-axis,
yeah.
Which
I'm
also
surprised none of us put that on our list.
Put that on their list.
That's crazy.
It's the worst of those games.
It really is. I think.
Oh, come on, dude! It's the worst of the 5. Easy. You know it. I know it. Everybody knows it. The coronavirus knows it.
Yeah. It's hard to call that the worst of anything because it's still...
It's amazing, but it's the worst of those 5. Do we need to do
a quick ranking?
Yeah, we can digress a moment. Sure.
1, 5, 3, 2, 4.
3, 5, 1.
Yeah, we did it! Yes!
All right. You're a man of elegant taste, Caleb. Refined.
Really
even.
like 3. See, I hated eating in 3.
Oh, that's the best.
Oh, I hated eating. Never mind. All right.
Yeah, but Snake Eater. What a thrill. Yeah.
My only like in my head I was between 3 and 5. Those two could easily switch depending on which day you ask me. But
well done, Caleb.
Maybe I just have a soft spot for 1, I guess, just being the original.
I am definitely going to listen to this portion of the podcast again. That was incredible. That was so good.
Okay. I'm having a hard time pulling anything else of mine off.
Far Cry 3 can go, right?
Oh, thank you.
You can.
Yeah.
I wanted to say it, but I feel like I'm just
I'll just as an aside, Far Cry 3 has had the best demo at PAX I have ever played.
Oh, okay.
It was an incredible demo.
Far Cry 3 comes strong.
Yeah.
That game
they handed you the controller and they're like, all right, here's the open map. Go ahead and do whatever you want.
Oh, wow.
And you
really?
just got like 15 minutes with it.
Oh, you didn't get the narrative opening?
Nope. They just hand you the controller and you get to pick which icon you go to on the map and go there and figure out what it means.
It's also before 4 and 5 in this old formula. 3 was revolutionary in its own way. Yeah.
I'd never played the first 2. I don't think anybody did. Far Cry. Well, I guess a lot of people played 2.
I played 2.
Is pretty. That's 2. A cult classic game. Okay.
We're at 20 games.
20. We got to
give us the
list in half.
Give us the list.
Batman Arkham Asylum, Batman Arkham City, BioShock, BioShock Infinite, Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, Dark Souls, Dead Space 2, Deadly Premonition, Gears of War, Grand Theft Auto 4, Grand Theft Auto 5, Halo 3, Hotline Miami, LA Noire, Mass Effect 2, Portal 2, Red Dead Redemption, The Last of Us, The Walking Dead, Uncharted 2. Can I make a quick recommendation?
I won't do it. I won't take a game off this list. I can't.
Okay.
I can't do it.
Are we just going to rank 20 to 1? Or are we going to... I don't think that's possible.
We have to. Because this is the thing we do.
This is science. The world is depending on us to come up with the correct
nothing more serious going on right now.
Can we just identify... this is the only lighthearted thing we can possibly do at this point.
Okay.
Can we identify the games that only one of us had on our list.
Sure, just single me out. That's fine.
No, I think I have. No,
As always,
no.
Caleb has to cut all of his games.
Okay, so no, Jason has Call of Duty Modern Warfare on his list that is not nobody else.
That was a joke, by the way.
I know, but sometimes you do get called out. Deadly Premonition was one. Was Hotline Miami?
Yeah, and that actually would, of the games that I have left that are just me, that one I am the least passionate about.
Fine. Cut
So let's cut Hotline Miami. The soundtrack is so good. And it also kind of has that same Super Meat Boy thing I was talking about where you just spawn instantly again. And you're like, okay, one more shot.
I hadn't played anything like it before. Yeah. And then you combine the soundtrack with it. It's Hotline Miami is special.
Yep.
It is. I didn't even play it, but the music to me, just watching you guys.
I got
play
Roller Mobster in my head right now.
Right. Yep.
So do I.
The music is on my running playlist, but yet I just never really played the game. Was The Walking Dead on anyone else's list?
It was on mine, not yours.
And mine.
Oh, it was on both. It was on two lists. Okay. Going back, is there something else I'm missing here? Dark Souls.
Yeah, Dark Souls. If we're talking about games that inspired other games, I don't know if we can take Dark Souls out of this.
Yeah, that was an entire...
If that's the criteria...
It's a soul genre now.
Then Call of Duty and Dark Souls should probably be 1 and 2.
Right.
But let's not do that.
Yeah, let's not. God.
The Walking Dead.
That's one of like 3 games ever that's made me cry.
It made me cry too. It's fucking yeah. The other one's on this list for me.
Oh, that one did not hit me as much.
Yeah,
but I know what you're
clearly.
talking about, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Heavy Rain made me cry, but I let it go. But I didn't. It was begrudgingly, but I let it go.
Did you play through Walking Dead, Logan?
I did.
Okay, it just didn't hit you as hard.
No.
Okay.
I like the Telltale games. If you made me put a Telltale game on here, I'd throw Wolf Among Us on here over Walking Dead.
That was next gen.
Was it?
I think
it was.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. I just finished it.
Was this the only Telltale
on the
game?
Xbox One?
No, that's matters, I think, because otherwise it's Jurassic Park and
for
Sam and Max. Sam and Max were okay.
Sam and Max was Back to the Future.
Back to the Future that was okay,
but
as well.
Was The Walking Dead was the first one where they really got into the drama.
It's the first one that tracked well. Everything else was kind of it had an audience, but whatever. And Walking Dead came along and hit everybody.
We got to get rid of it. Look at the rest of this list.
Okay, that's fair.
What are we gonna do? We gotta get rid of it.
Oh, The Wolf Among Us actually did come out first. Okay. It was 2013.
It came out before Walking Dead? Is that what you're saying?
No, it came out on the 360 first. Right? No, wait.
That's when the new systems launched, was 2013.
Well, technically, it would have came out on the 360 first because October 11th would have been before the Xbox One launch.
Technically.
But they would have been simultaneous release. I would classify it as a simultaneous release. You're in our rules of the road.
It's the title of my sex tape.
That came out of nowhere. Fudge.
Get off YouPorn. Stop looking at it.
I know.
Stop Googling simultaneous release.
He stopped making money on it a long time ago. It's everywhere out there.
Public domain.
Public domain.
Yeah, okay. Did you already take it off? I'll take it off. It's fine.
Oh,
Walking Dead.
Dead's gone. Okay.
Sorry, Clem.
All right.
It's off of there.
Oh.
Sorry, Lee. RIP. R.I.P. in peace.
I really don't like... I don't want to cut anything else off this list.
Let me tell you guys about a game that has 1,000 achievement points in it. Little
described
game.
Almost every game.
Yeah, I think every game.
Hold on. Stick with me. Except little game that has a 20-pointer at the end with maybe my favorite achievement of all time called the Mile High Club. Pretty good. Felt real good. And that's the first time I saw that nice, round, robust 1,000 points come up. And then Jason got addicted to achievements.
Yeah.
But it's not just the really intelligent decision they made to put all achievements inside of the campaign and none in multiplayer.
Mm-hmm.
Not just that, but that game is still everything to multiplayer shooters. It is the multiplayer shooter.
Mm-hmm. Whether you play it or not, it's the one that everyone holds a bar to.
Yep, and whether you and I love Halo, but look, brother, Halo changed after COD.
Oh yeah, it did.
Everything changed, and we'll never be the same again.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so you're okay cutting it?
I am.
I knew that was coming.
Look at this list.
Well, it wasn't, and it
Look at this
wasn't on
fucking
any.
list.
It wasn't on either of ours either. And the thing is, I definitely enjoyed playing that.
If we were making a list of the top 10 most influential games of this era, then yes,
it would all be on the list.
It would probably
that
be number
and Dark
one.
Souls and Gears.
Yeah. But as far as it being our favorite games, is it? I like it a lot. I would
Get rid of it.
I like it too, but yeah.
I gotta save my bullets.
Mm-hmm. Is there a world where Grand Theft Auto 4 and Grand Theft Auto 5 do not make a top 10? Both? Because I know Caleb doesn't have as...
I don't have as much of an affinity for 4, but again, this is unfair again for me because I came to the Xbox late. And I played 4 much later than everybody else.
Oh.
We're not cutting Grand Theft Auto 4.
I don't want to either.
We can't. We gotta move on.
Okay.
We gotta talk about something else.
I'm just asking the question. Is there a world
We've
where
gotta
that
talk
exists?
about something else.
Okay.
There are other things I would rather cut before Grand Theft Auto 4.
Fantastic.
Like what?
So,
I'm just curious because now
Go ahead.
Because now we got to have these discussions.
well, yeah, and some of them are gonna make you guys mad too.
Go
But
ahead.
no, we need to have them.
I would cut LA Noire
Fine.
before that.
I don't want to cut it.
I don't want to cut it either, but I think if we're at that point where I think it's got to go.
Yeah.
All right.
I love LA Noire
Yeah.
so much.
too.
But you also got to remember the terrible action sequences that are in LA Noire.
I don't remember those.
Okay.
I try to remember the good.
I remember
incredible action scenes. I remember
They
driving.
literally put an option to skip the action sequences if you failed so many times because they knew they were bad.
He's not wrong.
No, he's not wrong. I really enjoyed my time with Ellen.
Sorry, I'll quit beating this dead horse on the ground and we'll just...
Man, that game's just real good.
It is. It's great.
So, yeah. Goodbye, L.A. Noire.
It's so good. That one hurt. That one hurt a little.
That one-
That's the first one that
A part of me kind of like fell out. I was like,
Yeah.
oh,
I feel like I'm bleeding a little.
deep cut.
Do we think... Man... Pick your B title here. Do you think that Arkham Asylum and Arkham City belong here? And do you think that BioShock and BioShock Infinite fit here?
Can we talk about Batman first?
Yeah.
Let's cut Arkham City.
Yeah.
Excellent choice, Logan.
City's higher on my list, and
I
I think it's
know.
on yours too, isn't it? It's not.
No.
Okay.
I would. I didn't even
All
have
right.
Asylum. I didn't even have City on my top. Oh wait, I had both.
Yeah,
I
you
did have
did.
both. Yeah, I did. Sorry.
All
I did
right.
have both. But Asylum would be higher than for me, just because of the. Again, it's that I said it before, like that very small space that you go back and forth between over and over again. Like I love that.
See,
And
now I
Asylum
figured you'd
has
like-
that like
See,
in spades.
I thought the city part you would like because of all of the
I
checking the
did
stuff
like
off the
how there were like
list
a
and
billion Riddler trophies in City. That was the best.
the pure volume of Riddler trophies that I collected. Oh my god. Yeah. If you guys want to, if we're gonna pick a Batman game, you 2 out of 3'd me.
Okay.
Get rid of City, someone.
Oh, man, that sucks.
That's that. Fuck! I just lost L.A. Noire and Arkham City.
Okay. Then now you can go. You can nominate something.
Deadly Premonition.
No. Next.
Fuck me.
Uncharted 2.
I knew that was coming at some point.
Yep.
I mean, personally, I would cut Last of Us before I cut Uncharted 2.
No.
But That is me.
It's not the best Uncharted.
It's not?
It's the second best Uncharted.
What's the first best Uncharted?
4.
Hard disagree.
I agree with that.
You agree that it was
Obviously, 4 was my game in the year.
Yeah.
That year.
4 2 3 1. Actually, no. 4 2 LL 3 1.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Lost Legacy,
I'm
very
like
good.
way different from you guys on that.
Looking at the rest of the list, I think this Uncharted 2 has to
Yeah.
come.
Okay.
So we can really start to get down to the really hard choices.
Brass tacks here.
Yeah. Fuck, Dead Space 2 has to go.
I think you're right.
Yeah. Actually, well, before we do that, should we talk about the Bioshocks?
Leave them on.
I will say leave them on.
Okay, get rid of one game at least, and then we can keep going. Get rid of not one of the Bioshocks, but get rid of.
Dark Souls or Deadly Premonition.
No, did we already delete Dead Space?
It's still there.
We
We're
could
at
delete
14.
Dead Space.
Let's delete Dead
I'm
Space.
okay with that.
I can't get rid of a Bioshock yet. I can't get rid of either one of those yet. Three to go.
We all love Portal 2. Is it a lock? Is it a lock? Is it a lock? Is it a lock?
It's
Oh, I thought you were saying.
Oh, I don't know. I'm trying
So
to.
here's
It's
the
either
thing.
one or the
It's
other.
like,
It's
okay.
either a lock or it's got to go.
I think that we're at this point where now it's like if for all three of us, we like it well enough that it should be on the that made our top 25, but do we like it all well enough to push for it to be in a top 10? It's one of those. I feel like it's the Inside. You know what I mean? Like we made Inside our game of the year one year because
Yeah.
it was the only game that all three of us were like, yeah, I like that good enough. But yet when it came down to it, it was like our top. It didn't crack our top 5, our individual top 5s. That yeah.
If I cut, I'm trying to make a bargain.
We're gonna bargain.
Can I bargain a little bit here? I will cut Dark Souls
Okay.
if you let Deadly Premonition stay on the list.
Say fucking yes. Done.
Okay, it's done. Oh Jesus.
Primarily, I say that like looking at those and those being the last two that I have on here that are just mine. Dark Souls was even tough for me to come up with because like I love all of the Dark Souls, so just like having one there doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But you guys have no affinity for Dark Souls, so that goes. But I am passionate enough about Deadly Premonition for all three of us.
Oh my God. I almost recommended a game to go, and I just I don't know if I can do it. Can't even say it out loud. We got 2 more to cut. Out of Batman Arkham Asylum, Bioshock, Bioshock Infinite, Deadly Premonition, Gears of War, Grand Theft Auto 4, Grand Theft Auto 5, Halo 3, Mass Effect 2, Portal 2, Red Dead Redemption, and The Last of Us.
I thought this would be the most fun part of this project right here. Like this part, I thought would be the most fun. I fucking hate it. I regret it. I don't like this.
I don't like this either.
It feels bad.
I feel like I'm personally attacked. Like,
but masochistic. Like I'm doing it to myself.
oh, so you're doing Mass Effect? Is what you're cutting?
No.
I wasn't going to say that, but what if we had this discussion already? What about Gears? Caleb, it's not really on your radar, is
It's
it?
not. But there are 2 games that I would cut before Gears.
Okay. And one of those is not coming off that list.
One of those is, you're correct, The Last of Us will
That is not
probably
coming
come
off that list.
The second one would be Bioshock Infinite.
Bioshock.
I think we should cut Gears of War. What
I
if
think we should cut Gears of War.
Yeah,
I
that
think
sounds like a great idea. Let's cut Gears of War. Not BioShock Infinite. Let's not be
let's not be
crazy.
fucking nuts here.
Let's not be
There's not a poster on my wall of fucking Columbia and Rapture. Not at all.
nuts about this. So get rid of Gears of War and then let's
Are you sure?
Yes.
Yes.
That's why I was like, we gotta cut fucking Gears. I can't believe it. We gotta cut fucking Gears. I'm not even talking to the microphone, but we just cut fucking Gears.
We're at 11.
Are we sure that's not 10 games? That looks like 10.
That
to me.
looks like 10. You know what that 11th game is? Deadly Premonition.
I already.
No, let's cut. Let's cut. We gotta cut one. We gotta do
What?
this. We always do it. I don't know.
Oh, no,
I don't know. I don't know.
We do it, I know. What was the year that we made was it Danganronpa? We made it the honorary 11th game.
Mm-hmm. Because we cut Horizon, and then we came back from break, and we're like, we should not have cut Horizon.
Yeah, I was like, what are we doing? Like, we can't do that. Fuck me. All right.
Let me ask you guys, just because I'm not even sure, but Halo 3 ranks,
Yes.
like, okay, that's up there, and not just because it's a Halo game, but because it stands on its own as...
Very much so.
Okay.
You finished the fight. I mean, you
Well,
did what
then
did.
you don't.
Then you don't. I think you were right. I think we probably, although it is on all three of ours list, I think Portal 2's got to go.
How do you feel about that?
There are a lot of other games I would cut before Portal 2.
There are other games on this list I would cut before Portal 2, but should we rattle off the games we would cut before Portal 2? Because for me, it's Deadly Premonition, Mass Effect 2. Probably those two games I would cut before Portal 2. Just those two.
Does Mass Effect 2 need to stay?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not going to argue with that. I just need to know where you're at.
I just keep looking back at both BioShocks.
Okay, where are we at with BioShock and Grand Theft Auto? Where's everybody at?
I prefer my BioShocks to Grand Theft Auto 4, not 5.
I can't see. I'm starting to...
Stuff starting to get
I just-
hazy. That's where I would be. If I had to rank them, I would say both BioShocks, Grand Theft Auto 5, Grand Theft Auto 4. If I had to choose.
Caleb, you do that exercise.
I would do BioShock. No. Sorry. I would do, well, in some order, BioShock and GTA 5. I can be convinced on that one. But then after that would be a pretty hard drop off to GTA 4 and then BioShock Infinite. I feel very strongly about BioShock 1 and GTA 5. The other two I can
You can take
go
it or leave
either
it.
way.
Okay. We have pure silence. We are distraught. Just distraught.
Cut Grand Theft Auto 4.
I think that's probably the right decision.
Cut Grand Theft Auto 4.
I think my dick just hurt. Oh my!
Jason just collapsed on the ground. He's
Oh,
currently between the sofa and the wall. Is he twitching? He just yelled into a pillow very loudly.
and there wasn't a large man behind him. I can't believe you recommended it.
No, I don't mean it. Is it off the list?
Yeah,
It's off the list.
It's
but
there. If you come back, you won't see it on the list.
I tried pushing for Portal 2 to fall off.
It's not right. The 11th best game of the generation
It's Grand Theft Auto 4. And number 10 is Deadly Premonition.
Sure, that's fine.
Number 10. Writing it in right now.
No, I got you. Let's just do. It's easier if you just do it this way.
Okay. Okay, so our top 10 games in no particular order. Oh, wait. Our number 10 game, Deadly Premonition. And after that, in alphabetical order, Batman Arkham Asylum, Bioshock Infinite, Grand Theft Auto 5, Halo 3, Mass Effect 2, Portal 2, Red Dead Redemption, The Last of Us. Fuck.
We gotta rank these?
Yes.
Oh, no.
I think this is going to be an easy rank after this. I think the cut down to 10 was the hardest.
Yeah, those last couple were rough.
Since we were debating it, should Portal 2 go number 9? Or should Mass Effect 2 go number 9?
Or should Bioshock Infinite go number 9?
I'm okay with that.
With Infinite number 9?
It's on the list. God only knows when I'd be without you.
And then we leave
That hurt a
Last
little
of Us there and move up to
Were you not? Did you not just see Nico get dirtied?
I know.
That was fucking terrible back there. That was horrible. Sometimes you got to do the right thing. It doesn't feel good.
You know how upset Booker is over here? Elizabeth.
He's on the list. He's on the list. He's on the list.
He's on the list.
Yes.
He's on the list.
Yeah. You left Roman and Michelle to rot.
I didn't want to cut him. You said it.
Neither did I.
Let me just do some quick,
You ranked it last out of those 4.
quick
You gave me 4
here.
bangers.
We didn't have a choice. That's what I mean.
I'll just kind
I wanted to put Portal 2 out.
Put this in the correct order, and we're done. Objections? No? Okay, well, let's move on then.
It's not terrible.
Okay, good. I'm glad we're kind of on the same page here.
But I think there's room for improvement.
Okay. So
mainly-
I'll just read them as of right now. My rearrangement
Your rearrangement
was GTA 5.
is number 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
Red Dead Redemption, Arkham Asylum, Bioshock, Portal 2, Mass Effect 2, Halo 3, The Last of Us, Bioshock Infinite, and Deadly Premonition.
Flip Portal 2 and The Last of Us, and you got yourself a deal.
Yeah. Done.
Flip
Portal 2 and The Last of Us.
What if we do... So like that. You're saying like that.
So I'm saying Portal 2 has got to be lower on that list. 8 is a good spot for it.
Yep.
Really?
I won't
Oh,
fight
okay.
you guys
That's
on
fine.
Mass Effect 2 because I know I'm in the minority.
If you want to flip Halo and Mass Effect, I'm open to that.
Do it. Do it now.
With that. And I would also...
Wow, The Last of Us is really high.
The Last
That's
of
because
Us
it's the best game of the generation.
best fucking game. And it's not for me the best game, but I know it's his best game, which we're going to have to probably
Man,
reiterate.
there was so many
at least our top 5
boxes to move.
Are we good? So Bioshock 4, Batman 3, something tells me that should maybe get flipped. I like Bioshock at 3 and Batman at 4. What do you guys think? Jason, I look at you since Caleb's the one who...
I can see that.
I could do that. Yep. I could do that. Yep.
Those games are so close in my eyes.
And
I could do that.
What do you think about Red Dead and Grand Theft Auto 5?
I think it stays like that.
You think it stays like that? Jason, do you have any qualms about that? I would say flip them, but I'm going to since you would be the deciding vote on this,
I think I wouldn't flip them.
leave 5.
I would leave
5 is number 1.
Mm-hmm.
It's its own redemption. It's its redemption for Grand Theft Auto 4 falling off the list.
Okay.
So, can I just note that... Oh, wait. That wasn't that year, was it? Damn it. There was wasn't it? What was the year that wasn't it Red Dead? No, was it Grand Theft Auto 5, Bioshock Infinite,
And The Last of Us.
all came out.
And Tomb Raider.
And Tomb Raider all came out in 1
2015.
year. Yeah.
Wasn't it 15?
No, it was 2013.
13.
Oh, sorry. Wow, really? Goodness
Yeah,
gracious.
it was 13. Yeah, 15 would have been next gen.
Yeah, that was the last year before. That was the last big year before the consoles. Because 2014 was when they launched. They launched in November.
They launched
right?
in November of 13, right?
Was that 13?
I think it was November
Okay.
of 13.
Yeah, because then 14 was like, there wasn't a whole lot. Like that was
Shadow of Mordor was like the
Mordor
best
and-
game
yeah.
of that year, and it was pretty bad year for games overall. After the banger of the year we had before.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have our top 10.
Any other objections or?
After we rattle this off, I would. Do you guys have your initial rankings of at least like your top 5?
I didn't rank them.
You didn't rank them?
I didn't rank them either.
Oh,
I just put 25 on a list.
got it. I don't know if you had yours. I guess mine were ranked because I have them in my top 100, so I just pulled from my top 100 list. Okay, number 10, Deadly Premonition.
Hell yeah.
Number 9, BioShock Infinite. Number 8, Portal 2. Number 7, Mass Effect 2. Number 6, Halo 3. Number 5, The Last of Us. Number 4, Batman Arkham Asylum. Number 3, BioShock. Number 2, Red Dead Redemption. And your number 1 game of the Xbox 360 PS3 generation, 2005 to 2013, is Grand Theft Auto 5, which oddly enough is still thriving today.
Yeah. I think that speaks a lot for like
How great that game was.
Yeah.
Up and down. And even at that, I mean, I think we're all even just going off of main story. I mean,
Right.
we played very
did
little
not
online.
touch the multiplayer.
Very little. I mean, I think we did a heist. Maybe.
We tried. We failed.
But that's right, we did. Because everybody kept killing us on the way to do it.
Oh yeah.
Because online just sucks.
At the time, it did.
It might be better now, but
It's got to be.
Can't
With
be
how
any
much
worse.
money it's
yeah, it
making.
really can't be.
Speaking of that, with Red Dead, one of my fondest memories of Red Dead is there was an achievement in the multiplayer for taking a mule from one end of the map to the other, the mule being the slowest.
I'm sure I did it.
And so this is in the multiplayer only.
I'm sure I did
Okay,
it.
you should do that. So I went to try that, and I got probably like 90% across the map, and I see a guy's gamer tag. I'm like, oh no, he's going to come kill me, and then I'm not going to get this achievement, even though I've been writing this for 15 minutes. So he comes up to me, finally gets his shots off, kills me, and as I'm tumbling off of this mule dead, achievement unlocked. Hell yeah.
wow.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I
That's-
barely got it.
Since we're talking about achievements, Red Dead Redemption has my favorite achievement of all time. Do you guys know what that is?
The
Dastardly?
Dastardly. That's such a good achievement. And tying up someone to a track.
So messed up.
And it has
man.
nothing to do with anything else in the game.
No,
so
let's just go lay somebody on train
Do
tracks.
you want to be a horrible person?
Yes, I do. I'll take 5 gamer score for it too.
Yeah.
Thanks. Great name too, Dastardly. Oh, so
Yeah.
good.
I want to go play some of these games.
Yeah.
I want to play Arkham Asylum. I want to play BioShock like now.
That's one of my favorite achievements in Arkham City, and I waited till the very end to do it, was when you went and laid the flowers down where
Oh yeah.
your parents died. I saved that achievement until that was my very last one.
I
was
think
like,
I did the same.
I was like,
Yeah.
nope, I'm laying.
That was City, right? Not
City,
Asylum,
yeah, it was City. Just of note, so my number 2 game of all time is BioShock Infinite.
Wow.
Yes. That's why it hurt. GTA 5 is number 5. Arkham City is number 6. BioShock is number 9. Red Dead Redemption is number 15. And Grand Theft Auto 4 is 23. So,
I might be able to do this real quick. Last of Us is number 1. BioShock is number 6. Number 7 is GTA 5. Number 11 is Red Dead Redemption. Number 18 is Crackdown.
wow, that's really high. That's even higher compared to mine.
I love Crackdown. The Darkness is number 24. Gears of War is number 27. Arkham City is number 29. 32 is Mortal Kombat 9. 33 is LA Noire. 34 is Dead Space 2. All generational stuff. 36 is Heavy Rain. 39, BioShock Infinite. 41 GTA 4.
Okay, I just got to point out that
41 GTA 4 was 41. Oh,
40,
that makes more
43
sense
Assassin's
now.
Creed 2. And Hotline Miami is 48. And that rounds out that top 50.
I just got to point out that BioShock Infinite is your number 2, and Last of Us is your number 1, and we gave number 1 collectively to GTA 5.
It's high enough on my. It's high enough on my
Collective,
list.
it's a collective list, and you
I just
didn't-
think that's funny. It's just like the 2013 games. Like,
It's a good year, man.
Yeah, we all had a really good time that year. That's for sure. I know I played through BioShock Infinite twice, and yeah, that's yeah. I see your Songbird is up there
Yeah.
on the.
yeah, I like the game a lot. I just don't like it as much as the original BioShock by a pretty wide margin.
Yeah, I don't know why. I think that game stuck out for me more than BioShock 1, and I have no rhyme or reason to it. I mean, but they're both in my top 10. So obviously, I really love those games. But BioShock 2 can go somewhere else.
Oh yeah, BioShock 2.
Oh yeah,
I like BioShock 2.
I don't hate it.
I don't hate it.
I don't hate it.
The DLC for it was actually really, really good.
Oh yeah, was it Minerva's Den? Yeah.
That was 2.
Yeah.
That wasn't 1.
That was 2.
Really?
Wow, I actually did, Portal 2 is number 35 on my list.
Okay.
That's not that okay. I thought it was more in the 50s.
So it should move up then, is what you're saying?
No, it was actually over Heavy Rain on my list, and over
Okay.
Halo Reach, over Assassin's Creed 2.
I like this list.
Over
I
LA
think we did a good
Noire.
job.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Want to read the list one more time, Logan, before we go?
Let's do it. All right. Number 10, Deadly Premonition. Number 9, BioShock Infinite. Number 8, Portal 2. Number 7, Mass Effect 2. Number 3, Halo 3. Number what? No, number 6, Halo 3. I read the 3. It's getting late. Number 5, The Last of Us. Number 4, Batman Arkham Asylum. Number 3, BioShock. Number 2, Red Dead Redemption. And your number 1 game of the generation is Grand Theft Auto 5. Thank you for sticking with us throughout your quarantine. I hope that you are entertained by this, because God knows everybody's stuck at home right now. So everybody pull out your hand sanitizer, even though washing your hands is better. Stay, what is this stuff? Stay very alcohol rubby, my friends. Ooh, lion scent. Ooh. It's like I'm going on vacation, but not.
You're not fucking going anywhere.
No, I'm not going anywhere. Anyway.
Good night, everybody.